Peggy, did you want to share the most awesome Christmas card ever that I
Well,
received?
you want to share it, so I want you to share it.
This is the most awesome Christmas card I've
But I
ever.
have not sent it to everybody on this screen because I don't have everybody's address. So I'm just apologies for that.
It's okay. So here we go. Well, I opened this up first. Okay, so she doesn't use Peggy on her letter return. So I'm like, who is this person that sent me this card? And I open this up now. Keep in mind, I don't have a lot of Christian friends. Okay. I do have some Christian friends and and I do have relatives that are Christian, but okay, take a second.
I don't have a lot of friends.
Okay.
That's George.
George at the Nativity.
George,
You guys see him?
you
There he
were
is.
there
Yeah.
in history.
Yeah, George was there. Well, he makes as much sense as anybody else there. So
Yeah.
You guys see it?
Well,
Yeah. I do
and
now.
the cow. When did they start having cows?
well,
Well, it looks he blends in so well. I just didn't see it for a long time. And then she writes inside, no actual babies were harmed in the making of this. Tell everybody how you did it, Peggy, because this is like I'm like,
so
I
I
thought
had a photo backdrop and I taped it to the garage door.
no, she
And
ordered this.
yeah,
She
oh yeah, I had a
ordered
plan. It
this.
was a plan. I didn't just happen to have a nativity scene photo backdrop. I wanted to put George in the nativity because it just makes as much Christmas sense as having him on Santa's lap. It's all nuts anyway. So, and he's been on Santa's lap already. That's boring. So I ordered this thing and I taped it to the garage door, and then I tried to get him to be in the scene. And it's not as easy as it would sound because it's George and me.
Yeah.
So I put some butter on the baby Jesus, and he's sniffing the baby Jesus because the baby Jesus just smells and tastes delicious.
It would
So
be
that's
better
how
if
I got
this,
him to sniff the
Way to
baby.
go.
you know what? I think it could only be better if you got his tongue going.
I know, really.
No, so next year to outdo that, you have to replace baby Jesus with George.
I thought about that, but I don't really have the skills to do that.
Well,
Is
somebody else did that.
George's
But George will be a little older and a little calmer.
Yeah, he'll be so yeah,
Yeah,
tractable.
this is
is
the other really good one that Karl just said. If you guys haven't,
I like the one that
this
Carl.
one is so awesome.
That's so funny. That is
Oh
so
yeah,
good.
I've seen that one. I
Two
love that one.
raptors.
Once you see the T-Rexes, it's like you can't unsee them.
That's all you're gonna see.
Yeah.
Over
The
a
major is
table saw.
always
Yeah,
T-Rex now.
table saw. But it is
Table saw.
okay. Now that was very clever, but I still like Peggy's better because Peggy's is she went and bought the damn.
did
Yeah, if anybody
I
needs
have a
one, I
question.
have it in the garage. It's ready for anybody else who wants to insert
I
something
have
they love.
I have a question. Is George's middle name Roy? And did
No,
he direct the classic movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance
I
Kid?
have considered it
Robin.
though. Sometimes I call him that, George Roy Hill. But no, he didn't get a middle name, and I usually have a middle name for dogs, but he just is George.
Where is
I
Lee
usually
and
give my
Jean?
dog middle names.
Alan, I was only joking when I said you could make it to trivia.
No, he was determined.
I cannot
He's
find
got
Lee
drugs.
and
Well,
Jean.
no, Robin, I told everybody. I mean, if Vincent can do it on the same day he has his kidney taken out for one of these little things I can
I
make.
did not know that Vincent did that.
By the way, Dad,
And
where is
Faith
Uncle
did
Ron and
too.
Aunt Diane?
Yeah.
They are trapped. They took Diane's mom back to Cincinnati, so I believe they're in transit or they just got back.
That's incorrect, Alan. I didn't do it on the day of my surgery. I didn't come. It was the day after my surgery.
Yeah. Faith did it
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
out
This is
of
the
ER.
Faith. I
Dave
don't-
was the one that
This
had
Dave-
it on.
Alan's competitive. He just
Yes.
wants to beat your record.
No,
But
you're
Alan?
the kidney removal is much more significant operation than
yes.
like,
No, I was.
it's still good, Vincent. That was still good.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that
It
was-
just I had it the day after I had the kidney out. So
Yeah, I'm still saying that was good to appear the next day
Yeah.
after
Ellen,
that kind of surgery.
Alan, when
Yeah.
do you go home?
He's never.
uh, they don't want me home, so I'll stay here forever.
Yeah.
Forever? Oh, they don't want you at home.
Yeah,
So you
no,
told them you have no place to go.
no, I'm gonna probably have. I think they just wanted me overnight. I'll.
Yeah.
They'll review the numbers. They'll probably send me home. And
Are they going to make you do math?
So they do the
no,
math.
I'll have Avi do the math.
They said
Well,
he's going to review
next
numbers.
week, I think I'm going to have brain surgery during trivia just to beat you guys.
Oh,
I'm going to have the person
During,
right
not
here
even
on top
before,
of me
during.
Yeah,
doing
during. I'm going to have brain surgery during trivia.
it. Yeah, I think it's great.
I'll
Okay,
start twitching and stuff. And if I don't know something, they'll poke a different spot of my brain and maybe I'll remember or maybe I'll forget everything.
Ben, I love Ben's Zoom
Sounds like
background because he always walks into that when he leaves. He walks into the hole at the very end. It's creepy. Okay, so let's start. Kevin, Avi, Vincent, Janine, and Peggy. What is your team name tonight?
we'll quit drinking if you let us win.
So if you guys don't know, the nominee for um our nominee for Secretary of Defense has said that he will quit drinking if they let him become Secretary of Defense.
That's what he told the senators when he was walking around the Capitol.
Yeah, that
Okay.
always works.
Okay, that's edging on political now. Come on now. All right. Rob, Wendy, Mike Wolf, Brandy, and Kyle.
This too shall pass. We all hope.
Are we passing kidneys?
Think about
or
politics.
phones? Gail, Alan, Ben, Jamie, Romero.
James Bond was woken up today by today's 7.0 earthquake in California. He was shaken but not stirred.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good.
Did you guys feel the earthquake?
No,
No.
I was on Zoom with
And my
a bunch
sister
of
in Santa Rosa, much farther north of here, did not feel it.
Was there a
We didn't
tsunami?
hear
I
it
saw there
either.
was a tsunami warning.
No,
It
no.
was
No.
lifted.
No, they lifted it.
Yeah, I have a friend on Alameda Island right there, and so she was told to get out to evacuate, and so she evacuated, and then it was a mess.
Alameda? Is that where they store the nuclear
Yeah,
vessels?
Yeah, across
It's
the
the
bay.
little island out there by the Golden Gate Bridge, I think, goes to.
I think
No,
only
it's
Car-
by
I
the
think
Bay
Karl and
Bridge.
Ben got
Is
that.
it by the Bay Bridge? Okay, yeah. So she was
Okay.
told to evacuate, and so she evacuated.
It's near Oakland.
Hmm,
Everybody stopped.
okay.
All right,
So-
Carl, Gene, and Lee, who I don't know where they are. Jim,
I
Karen,
lost
Paula,
mine.
and it will be Robin with your team.
McConnell calls kettle black after two Democratic judges followed his playbook.
Oh, I saw that headline.
What
all I
happens?
saw was McConnell was crying.
Basically, two Democratic federal judges have announced that they decided not to retire after all, so that their
Yeah.
posts can't be filled by Trump.
How awesome.
You're not saying must say that word, the T word. Okay.
He who shall not be named.
All right. So here we go, you guys. We have 4 teams vying for the prize, the esteemed prize that you could brag all week long that your team won trivia, and you could say your team name and everything. You could hand out gold stars or whatever you want. It's bragging rights. I know it's a freaking big deal, and we have millions of people who watch our YouTube channel every week to see who will be the winner. They just want to be here so bad, but they whatever, they can't do it. So, I mean, there's people willing to have surgery to be here.
By invitation only.
Invitation only. Okay, so here's
Yeah.
the team names for season 5, game 244. Video is a tsunami entering. Videos of a
I
tsunami.
just
entering.
posted a video just to show you guys what it might have been like today if we did have a
Okay, and you
tsunami.
know what? That earthquake was a 6.9, which is the same as
What's
the
the
Loma
coloring?
Prieta one that caused so freaking much damage up here in 1989.
And
Anyway,
I think our tsunami from the 2011 tsunami was from the earthquake in Japan.
yeah.
Hmm.
So this could have been really bad. Okay,
Was that
so
was that the Fukushima reactor
Yeah.
earthquake? Wow.
all
It's
right,
a very
so
interesting video to watch.
all right, so I've saved it for later. Here's our team names. We'll quit drinking if you let us win. Versus this too shall pass, we all hope. Versus James Bond was woken up by today's 7.0 earthquake in California. He was shaken but not stirred. Versus McConnell calls kettle black after two Democratic judges follow his playbook. Okay, so we have four people who are going to be leading tonight. We have Kevin, then Rob, then Gail, then Karl doing bonus. And Karl spent the day on help desk people so he could be here tonight. He told
My
them,
internet was
I
down
have
several
to
hours.
have internet. I have to do a bonus round for two. You do not understand. So they were very
What
kind.
they have to do, Carl? Do they actually have to like
Uh,
fix it?
they were very unwilling to say exactly what they did, other than they reset it on their end after I reset it on my end.
He's got a cord running across the street and down a couple houses to his parents' house with a landline. All right, so I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready?
Yep.
Doggy.
The category is sports terms. What sport goes with each term? Number 1, can of corn. Number 2, chucker. Number 3, cue. Number 4, dunk. Number 5, gambit. Number 6, Hail Mary. Number 7, hat trick. Number 8, jerk. Number 9, love. Number 10, turkey. And number 11, Yorker.
Okay.
I could give you choices to pick from, or I could leave it like it is. What do you
Leave it
think?
like
Leave
it
it like
is.
it is.
Leave it like
Okay.
it is.
Perfect.
Ooh,
Leave
look
it
at
like it is.
Robin and Janine and I all say that. Wow. I'm shocked.
So go to your rooms.
Okay, Robin, I got to put you on your team. Hold on a second. You're in 4, I think. Is that what I put you in? Last one, right? Yeah. I'll be over my team in just a minute. I got to just get everything copied. I better go. It just keeps going.
Call.
And you haven't responded to my blue sky post.
What?
Feeling offended.
I just liked it. That's all.
Oh, wow. You didn't respond and tell me anything. So,
Oh,
I'm hurt. You didn't tell me where you're from or anything.
But you know where I'm from.
Whatever. Fine. Oh, there's 11 of these.
I don't know what can of corn is. Hat trick is hockey.
Is it?
I know that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that one. Or do you need to put ice hockey?
I don't know.
hockey.
What's a clunker?
Sorry, I've been talking and nobody is Gambit chess.
Yeah. Yes. Chess.
Oh, are we going out of order?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
what
if
kind
we
of
know
corn is?
one,
Dunk
put
is-
in what we
Dunk
know.
is basketball.
Yeah, so I'm
Oh,
sharing my
oh.
screen, Susan. So, do you know what can of corn is?
I know what a can of corn is.
Is it?
Competitive
I
eating.
have heard it, but I'm like,
Could it be?
oh,
Could
is
it?
it?
Could it be cornhole?
That
Could it be
is
cornhole?
funny.
What?
I don't think it's competitive eating.
You can argue that it's competitive eating because maybe they have a corn eating competition.
Okay, Q is obviously pool.
Just heard what competitive eating is, and it is really disgusting.
Oh yeah, don't
yeah.
look that up. Do not look that up. You will not like it. Hat trick is hockey.
Yeah.
Yes.
A jerk is whenever you're doing weightlifting. I know that from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, you mean
Yeah, jerk is
weightlifting in general?
weightlifting.
Competitive weightlifting?
It was just weightlifting.
Weightlifting is fine.
Don't you remember that from Rocky Horror?
No,
You gotta watch Rocky Horror.
I did, but it's ages ago.
Well, you gotta watch it like 100 times. Come on, man.
Let me ask John about can of corn.
He might get hungry. tennis. Turkey is a golf term, huh? What's a Yorker?
No,
Yorkie.
sorry, not golf. This is bowling.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, yeah. Bowling, turkey.
you got a turkey. What's a turkey? 0?
No, turkey is when you get 3 strikes in the last frame.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was just 4 strikes in a row.
Or maybe it's that. I'm not sure. It's
That's
been a long time.
what I thought.
clunker. Could they be like field hockey or
Why is there 2 Ks? That's weird.
well, that's why I'm thinking it's
Tucker.
something. It sounds like it could it be curling? It sounds like it's something that's Canadian.
Curling? I've never heard of anything like that in curling. No.
I don't know anything about
I
curling.
didn't know you're a big
Not at
fan of
all.
curling. Jay Diamond is a big cool curler, so that's the only reason why I know what it is because he's always posting and talking about it.
Doesn't sound like it's curling, but who
I don't
knows?
think so either. How about in honor of Kevin, this one is mocking. Competitive mocking.
Aren't you missing the E on the end of York?
What do you mean?
Yorker? Isn't that what it was? Yorker?
Yorkers. Yeah.
I've been talking, you guys haven't heard me. These are all real sports.
Yeah, we
I
know.
know. We
Okay,
know.
so competitive eating and like backyard sports like cornhole, no. These are like sports, like popular sports.
Yeah, well, cornhole
Okay.
is
Yeah,
pretty
I know
popular.
the competitive eating was just a joke, so that's but no, this is a real sport. Like there's
It
leagues
is,
of
I
competitive
know.
eating.
Yeah, it is. So if you think
But
that's the
you
answer,
don't
you
have to
can
give
move
us any
that.
hints, Kevin.
Janine,
No, I
John,
told
do you
everybody
know
the
which
same
one
thing.
that is? Can of corn or Yorker?
I'm trying to get John to help me here.
He's right behind you.
I know. He can't hear me read the word out, so he has to look at my screen.
So we just need those 3, right?
Hail Mary is, oh, that's a
Football. We already got that.
football.
Yeah.
The only 3 we need are can of corn, a clunker, and a Yorker.
You mean chucker?
Chucker.
Tucker.
Oh.
Chucker.
Could that be cricket?
Okay, let's put cricket.
That would be more correct. Yeah.
Thanks, John. How about a can of corn?
I think cornhole.
That's what I
He
said,
said-
but he
he
just
said-
said it's not that.
He
It can't.
specifically said it wasn't.
Yeah, he says it wasn't.
It's real competitive.
Yes, it is. It's
How about
not.
pickleball?
What's Yorker? Anybody heard of?
No, but could pickleball be a can of corn? I mean, that's just kind of a ridiculous name, but pickleball is also ridiculous.
Cornhole is bigger than horseshoes.
Well, that's true. Horseshoes is a actual sport,
But he
Kevin
told
said-
us specifically that it wasn't.
Yeah.
He didn't consider it. So
So for Yorker, I'm just going with soccer. The only reason I said that is York is in I think England, and soccer is a European fun thing.
Yeah,
So
been to York.
It's
Beautiful
football. It is the real football, not American
Yeah.
football.
Whatever. I don't like American football either, so it doesn't matter to me.
where's Peggy?
Yeah, where is Peggy?
How did we lose Peggy?
Yeah. How did we lose her?
What'd you do to her? Let me see if I see her in the she's probably taking the butter off of the she's probably taking the thing off of her.
She saw
She's not
her
here anywhere.
team- She saw her team decided we weren't going to win, so she was going to drink anyway.
Yeah, she's not here anywhere.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
She's not on anywhere.
Can of corn is baseball.
let's put that there.
Okay.
The
He
better
thinks
answer.
baseball.
I've never heard that, but okay, put it.
That works.
The only thing I can think of.
Okay, thank you, John.
An old
Thanks,
saying.
John.
Yeah.
We don't have anything for Yorker. Oh, we put soccer?
That's
Is it
just
Yorker or Yorkie?
It's
our
Yorker.
dog.
Yorker.
The dog. Ah, yes.
Guys, I just found this new game, Royal Kingdom.
Royal
right.
Kingdom. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So we're thinking that the Tom Ellis is a fake account.
Yeah.
Or
That's what we've been saying.
I should probably delete it.
Yep.
Delete and then
I would.
You could post and say, I think you're your fake account.
You know who I'm friends with? Just because I happened to record a video that she liked and that she became my friend, Patty Smythe from the band. I don't even know the band's name. She did "I Am the Warrior" and a few other songs. She's married to John.
Yes.
She's married to John McEnroe.
Well, you'd done something, you have a relationship of sorts, huh?
Yeah, just only because I made a video and she sang a song at a Billy Joel concert and I recorded it and sent it to her and it was pretty cool. She was singing an anti-government song. It was kind of cool.
Ooh. Okay.
Recording is in progress. We got
Okay, for the first one, I was going to do this for all of them, but it was going to take way too long. So for the first one, I'm going to show you a little video that reveals what the can of corn is.
Well, I have the can of corn in my kitchen.
Oh, wait a minute. Where is it?
It might even be cream corn. That's my favorite.
Ew, no.
I know people don't like cream corn.
No.
I've just got some frozen corn.
I have a lot of frozen corn. Gotta
I
find.
have some frozen corn.
Cream corn is like curds. It's like, ooh.
I know people.
It's
I don't know
delicious.
why. I like.
Mixed great soup.
Peggy says her Wi-Fi went down. She's still working on it.
Oh, it is baseball.
Ah,
Good job,
good,
John.
John.
Good going, Mike.
That's right. You know, I worked at Sports Illustrated for 14 years, so I picked up a thing or two.
So what does it mean?
Throw by Bo Jackson.
Watch it. Here we go.
That's into right field. That's a can of corn. Bo Jackson is there.
Easy catch. Easy catch.
Here's a throw. Gallego tagging and Bo gets it.
But this is the can of corn right here.
That's into right field. That's a can of corn. Bo Jackson.
I don't recall, and for all the baseball games I've ever watched, which was every Mets game when I was growing up, I don't remember ever hearing that phrase.
Yeah, I believe it. I've only heard it a couple
mean?
times.
It's an easy catch.
It varied from broadcast.
From the context, it looked like it was like
Chip Carey says it all the time.
Basically, it's a routine, easily caught fly ball.
Caught fly ball. His throw afterwards is why they made the video, but the catch was it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try that on Caspian. Nobody tell him I learned it from here. I want to. I want him to. I want to look like I know something he doesn't. Okay.
Okay,
oh, that's a can
now
of corn. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh, there's
so if I had put the choices down, they would have been let's see, how do I post that again in the chat? If I had posted them, they would have been American football, basketball, baseball, billiards, bowling, chess, cricket, hockey, ping pong, polo, soccer, tennis, volleyball, and weightlifting. And I have a couple extras in there.
Okay.
But the answers now.
This looks good.
Okay.
Here are the sports associated with each term.
Read them for our million viewers.
As I get to them. Yep.
Our million viewers. 2
Number
million now. There's 2 million now.
Number 1. Here are the sports. A can of corn is baseball. This term refers to an easily caught fly ball in baseball. Chucker is polo.
Oh, like
A
horse
chucker
polo?
is a period of play in polo, typically lasting 7.5 minutes.
We put
Can you
cricket.
see the? Can you see
I
the?
knew something
text?
was going to be
That's
polo.
what we put.
We
put
also
cricket.
put cricket.
We put cricket.
Can
Yeah.
you see the
Cricket's
text?
close
I
enough
didn't-
to
did I hit
polo, right?
enter? Did I hit
No,
enter?
you're not.
Enter.
You're not
You did?
posting it.
Okay.
Nothing in there.
No, it ain't cricket.
Yeah.
No.
You did not hit enter, Kevin.
Yeah, it's too big or something. Okay. I'll have to do half of them.
That's not a backyard game? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So polo is the one played on horses,
On
right?
horseback, yeah.
Yeah.
Water polo
I've never
is
seen a
is
game of
is
it.
not is mean to horses.
Yes, very mean.
Yes, he tried to play water polo, but the horses kept drowning.
Yeah.
Well, they should have used seahorses.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Good one, Wendy.
Yeah. Chucker polo. A chucker is a period of play of 7.5 minutes. 3 is cue, snooker, billiards, or pool.
Mhm.
Cue is the long stick used to strike the ball in cue sports. Also, the cue ball is the white ball in that game. Dunk is basketball when you slam a ball through the hoop. Number 5. Gambit is chess.
Yes.
Which
Is that
is a
what
sport.
we
Which
what we
is
talked
a
about was
sport.
whether it's a sport.
It is a sport.
Yeah.
It's covered by ESPN. So
Opening move when a
We had
player
that same
sacrifices material,
conversation.
usually a pawn for a positional advantage.
And
Hail
I'm glad
Mary
we-
is usually a long, desperate, last minute pass, long pass, in football.
Hence the name of Andy Weir's last
I knew
novel.
you were going to say that.
And hat trick could be soccer, football, or hockey, most commonly used in hockey. So that was one you could have had any one of the
Oh,
ones.
so that's used in American football too? So what does that mean in American football?
Wait a minute. I think
No,
it's
that was-
soccer/football.
Yeah. So that's named after Jerry Hattrick, the oldest player.
For somebody named Jerry Hattrick? Oh, geriatric?
It took me a second there. Very good, Jerry.
Jerry Hattrick. Yeah.
Jerk is weightlifting. One of Olympic sports where you
I know that.
jerk, you jerk the
I
weight
know
over
that
your
from
head.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And love is tennis, means 0, no score. Turkey is 3 strikes in bowling. And Yorker is in cricket.
Oh, we got.
And we reversed polo and cricket.
Oh yeah, we had it backwards.
And then just a little funny comment that was on this website where I got it from. It said, what did it say? It's worth noting that some of the terms like turkey can have different meanings in other sports. For example, while turkey primarily refers to 3 consecutive strikes in bowling, there's also a sport called turkey bowling where frozen turkeys are used as bowling balls.
Oh, animal carcasses used as that's just
Frozen.
That's still an
At
animal.
least they're frozen.
Like, oh my God.
And that's
And
it.
before you release the bird, you have to yell, "Let it go, let it go."
Oh.
Because it's frozen.
Well, well, maybe you could use
Man, the
frozen
puns
turkeys
are
at
strong
curling.
tonight. Jeez. Okay, so we'll quit drinking if you let us win. What's your score?
9.
Kevin's team. So
Wow.
9.
yeah, you should have
Got
gotten harder.
9.
Harder stuff.
Wow.
This too shall pass, we all hope. Somebody's passing a kidney.
9.
Kidney stone. James Bond was woken up by today's 7.0 earthquake in California. He was shaken but not stirred.
8.
Oh, you're just hoping for the next team member. Okay. Playing the strategy there. McConnell calls kettle black after 2 Democratic judges follow his playbook.
10 out of 11.
Well, fine. So you know what some of these weird things are. All right. So that was good. That was good, Kevin. Make it more difficult next time. Rob,
Or do however you want next time.
you got 9.0 on that one.
Jeez.
And that's
Wow.
without the hints.
Wow.
If I would
Yeah.
have given the hints, do you think we would have got all 10s?
Everybody would have been 10.
No, because we still wouldn't have known.
Oh
the
yeah,
two
you
we
might have
did
flipped
messed up.
cricket
Polo
and
the cricket now.
Yeah.
So welcome back, Peggy.
Welcome
Yeah, I
back.
think dunk was too easy, and love and tennis and Hail Mary kind of too easy.
Q.
Well, Susan made a rule not to do sports trivia, but if you're going to do sports trivia, do it like that. That was fine.
Yeah, that was fine.
Okay.
But we can say we do have some.
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask you who was the third baseman on the
Thank you.
1963
Did anybody
Pirates.
get the polo question?
No.
Well, who's on foot? Of
No.
course.
Oh, what's
Okay.
on
Do you
second?
remember the movie I'm talking about where they asked who played third base for the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Pirates in the 1960s? And
No.
all the three guys say the answer at the same time. Nobody knows the movie.
No.
That's the
No.
one with the guys
Not the
go
one.
on Jack Palance and Billy Crystal, Three Amigos, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
I don't know if
City
I've ever seen
Slickers.
that one.
City Slickers.
Now,
City
City
Slickers. City
in
Slickers.
Oh, City
fairness,
Slickers
City
I've
Slickers.
seen. I don't
That's the
remember that
one.
reference.
City Slickers.
I
Gotta
love that
watch it
movie.
now.
in fairness, you don't want sports things, but if you start naming who was in the 5th episode of season 5 of Doctor Who, it's no different than
Yeah, it's
Damn.
worse.
Wait a minute. You're psychic, Alan. How'd you know my trivia category? My trivia category is who was in each episode of Doctor Who right now.
No, it is not.
It's close to that. My category is shared roles on either TV or in film. I am going to give you the name of generally 3, sometimes just once, only 2 people, and you will tell me what role do they both share.
Okay. We've done something like this before, haven't we?
Probably. Probably. All right. Number 1, Claire Foy, Olivia Colman, and Imelda Staunton. Coleman? Maybe I spelled that wrong. We'll see. Probably
I
won't
think
hurt.
it has
All
an
right.
E in it.
Number 2, Ricardo Montalban, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Desmond Seven. Or Sivan.
Ricardo Montalban, Corinthian leather.
Number 3. Ah, God, all these names. Laura Vandervoot, Melissa Benoist, and Sasha
Benoist.
Kale. Maybe. Number 4, Vivian Lee, Elizabeth Taylor, and Lindsay Marshall. Oh, I could say all those names. Number 5, Howard Da Silva, Tom Wilkinson, and Michael Douglas. Number 6, this is the only one with just 2 people, because as far as I know, only 2 people have ever played this role.
What role is
Dirk,
that? Oh.
Dirk Benedict and Katie Sackhoff.
At least I
Number
know
s-
that one.
I'm gonna mute you people.
I'm not gonna say it.
Number 7, Leslie Nielsen, Nicolas Cage, and Richard Roxburgh. Number 8, Tony Curtis, Michael Weston, and Adrian Brody. Number 9, Margaret Hamilton, Mila Kunis, and Cynthia Erivo. Number 10, Harrison Ford, Chris Pine, and John Krasinski. And I have a bonus. Bonus is Rodney Dangerfield, Whoopi Goldberg, and Morgan Freeman. Any questions?
The answers?
Go to your rooms. Good luck.
You have answers. You have answers, we have questions.
Okay, let me put. Oh, Deborah's here. Somebody let Deborah in. Who allowed Deborah in?
Yay!
Well, yeah. So that I see what you guys did. Team 3, you just went 1 point below so that you could get Deborah. Fine.
Brilliant strategy. We
Now
should have-
Peggy's back and she can go to her room.
We'll see how long this lasts. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the obvious one.
Oh, hey, Susan.
All right, on to 3.
Third one, Supergirl.
Nice.
Third one is Supergirl. Did you get 1 or 2?
Yeah, we got Queen Elizabeth and then Khan
Queen Elizabeth's in which one?
for number 1.
So wait, Khan?
For number
That's
2,
from Star
yeah.
Trek.
Yeah, I know, but
Oh.
they remade that?
What?
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Oh,
know about
man.
this Desmond guy, but Benedict Cumberbatch, yeah.
I'm really sad. Ricardo Montalban was the perfect Khan.
I know Cumberbatch
people
was
still
him in that
agree.
in the other movie. I don't actually, yeah, because they had he showed up on one of the new TV series, the new Star Trek TV series, like a younger version of him.
Oh, that's who Desmond Sylvan is then?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
On to
man.
4.
I think National Velvet.
But it's got to be a
National.
character.
But what's the name of the character?
Drug.
What's her name?
I can't remember. Oh, is my audio? Yeah, my
Yeah, we can hear
audio.
you.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
it
don't
could be
remember
National
what.
Velvet, but I don't know the characters' names. The woman from the girl from National Velvet who rode the horse.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Lady Godiva.
Lady Godiva. That's her. I think you're right.
5, no idea.
Yeah,
Not Doctor Who?
no.
Nope.
No, okay.
I would know a Doctor Who.
Okay.
Michael Douglas. Who's Michael Douglas? What was he? It's got like.
Did Michael? Wait.
Leslie.
Come back to it.
The third one could be that guy who shot the United Healthcare CEO because they got a picture of him in a Starbucks. It's Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh.
5.
Oh, good.
Which one are you saying?
Number 6 is Starbuck.
Oh.
What's Starbuck?
Start from Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
He's like a space cowboy.
Oh,
Or she, if it's Katie Sackhoff.
no idea. Never heard of it.
I watched 1 or 2 seasons of it, but that was a long time ago. That was happening back in IIG days.
Oh, that is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Um,
7, I'm gonna say maybe Dracula, because Nicolas Cage
That's a
was in
really
that weird
good guess.
Dracula thing.
Yes.
And Leslie Nielsen, wasn't he Dracula dead and loving it?
Yes. They both played Dracula. I don't know who Richard Roxburgh is.
But I'm sure there's 50 guys he could have chosen for that. But
Tony Curtis. Okay, Tony Curtis, I remember from The Magician.
didn't he play Odd Couple? He was the clean guy.
no, that was Some Like It Hot. He
Some
was,
Like It Hot.
but that's not that hasn't been remade.
But he didn't also
Wasn't he
do
the
the Odd
Boston
Couple?
Strangler? Tony Curtis was the Boston Strangler. I don't know if there have been other shows with that, but that would be my guess if nobody has anything better. I don't.
Jack the Ripper. Mark showed me something really weird once, and it seems like it was Tony Curtis.
Who's writing these down for us?
We are.
Okay. I would write down the Boston Strangler if no one has a better guess for number
For
8.
8.
9, we all know.
No, I don't know.
The Wizard of Oz, The Wiz.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Wicked Witch, yeah.
I saw them. They were doing a screening of that in New York at the same theater I was seeing something else. When I came out, I saw all these people lined up waiting outside the back door. That turns out they were doing a screening of Wicked. I saw Cynthia Erivo and her co-star, what's her name, come out of the theater. That was cool.
Yeah,
10.
so Wicked's out.
Anyone know 10?
Jack Ryan.
Jack
Who?
Ryan, another Jack.
Who?
Yeah.
Jack Ryan from
Patriot Games.
From what?
Super Spy.
Yeah.
From what?
Jack Ryan from like the Hunt for Red October and some like all those Tom Clancy books.
Rodney Dangerfield, Whoopi Goldberg, and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what this is. No, I don't know what it is. But I have a
God.
guess. Huh?
Isn't it God?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. And
My,
of course, Rob would put that in.
My colleague, Whoopi Goldberg.
She's your colleague?
Well, I work on The View, among other shows.
Oh. Ooh.
So we skipped 5.
You could tell her, say hey. You're one of our trivia category.
Right? I don't think it's not Ant-Man.
No.
What other stuff has Michael Douglas been in?
Zorro.
Wasn't he Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Who's Michael Douglas? And I don't know these
Douglas
people.
from Basic Instinct and
Never seen it.
Yeah, I'm thinking that oh shit, Tom Wilkinson. It's just calling out Doctor Who to me, but not
no.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, no. Howard Da Silva is like he was like a heavy in like a lot of like 50s stuff. But I think he just died fairly recently.
What's Tom Wilkinson been in?
I don't know. Michael Douglas was Liberace at one point.
I don't know who Tom Wilkinson is.
He's like one of these older actors who is like the president of the company and a lot of stuff, and or he's more like the assistant to the
Michael Douglas, The Wolf of Wall Street.
I think so, maybe.
Mike knows all the movie stars. That's really cool.
Could 5 be the president?
Ooh.
Any specific president or just a president?
President of the United States of America?
Yeah,
and put that down if we can't come up with anything better.
I like that. Because I think he did do that.
You guys done?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
We have
pretty
two
much
more to
got it.
go, but we got the bonus, so.
Oh, 4
we think
we don't have.
No, I think you're right on it.
Oh yeah, we don't have 4. We just have the movie name for 4.
Yeah, we don't have what would her name be? I didn't see it.
What was the movie about?
National Velvet?
Horse.
Yeah, it's about a girl who owns a horse.
It's a very famous book, and it was a major movie for Elizabeth
Young
Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor.
She was young.
Yeah.
Huge.
And Vivian Lee.
Yeah,
Why did I
you're right.
okay? National Velvet. I don't know.
I have no idea what her name is though.
Vivian Lee played Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah.
But was she also in a version of National Velvet?
Shrug. Don't know.
Could we put the character from, could we go the opposite since we know the name of the person in Gone with the Wind? Has that ever been remade?
Do a remake of Gone. Could be Cleopatra.
Ooh.
Good guess.
Actually,
that's a good guess. I don't know who's Lindsay Marshall.
Could have been like Cleopatra in some random movie.
Okay, I like Cleopatra better than National Velvet.
Who is Lindsay Marshall? Is that a name I should know?
Again, I don't know. But if you made you could have made like not even any movie that had like a historical
Cleopatra. That would make sense. He could have just thrown it in just to mess with us.
All right.
Good job. So we only don't have 8, right?
8, like I said,
the Boston Strangler we put for 8.
Oh, okay.
But
that's a good guess.
Okay. Number 1, Queen Elizabeth. 2, Cons. 3, Supergirl. 4, Cleopatra. 5, I put POTUS, President of the U.S. 6, Starbuck. 7, Dracula. 8, The Boston Strangler. 9, the Wicked Witch,
Of the
10,
West.
Of the West.
the
There's
West.
also a
that's
Wicked Witch of
right.
the East,
Okay.
apparently.
Yeah, and then 10, Jack Ryan, and bonus is God.
God is kind of a bonus if you think about it.
God is a bonus. That's very good. Good job, team.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything coming into this,
All right.
but it doesn't surprise me at all.
Hey, Susan, do you know anyone from that city you live in named Carrillo, last name?
It's a very common name here. Carrillo.
Carrillo. Okay.
Carrillo.
Like one of my friends, she's like, we were talking over Thanksgiving, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm originally from near," and I can't remember the name of the city now.
Salinas.
Salinas.
Or I like to call it Salinas because there's a Salinas, Kansas.
No, or Salinas. No, it's a very common name. It's like Rodriguez or Lopez or
All right.
Carrillo. Yeah, I probably went to school with a few Carrillos. Hey, good job, Rob. You didn't stump us though. We think we got a good score, so
I think we got a good score as well.
This is going to be a high scoring game if it keeps going the way it's going.
so far.
So I was debating whether or not I should only use two names for all of that. Might have made it more difficult, but guess I went too easy on you people. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. Hide my controls.
And I thank you for that.
I would have been zero help, but other people on my team did a really good job.
All right. Shared roles.
It's teamwork.
Number 1. Claire Foy, Olivia Colman. That is spelled correctly, by the way. I think most people got this one from the recent series, The Crown, Queen Elizabeth II. Number 2, Ricardo Montalban, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Desmond Sylvan.
Ah, yes.
I can't believe that they've remade Khan.
Got a little video here.
A year ago, he didn't exist.
John Harrison was a fiction created the moment I was awoken by your Admiral Marcus to help him advance his cause.
A smokescreen to conceal my true identity. My name is Khan.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm so shocked. I had no idea.
I know, we were all shocked. Number 3.
That was like the worst kept secret.
Yes, it was.
Khan.
And most people got this, I think, from the first 2, without the most recent one, which was in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Number 4.
It was in the Deadpool Wolverine movie?
You mean the Flash movie?
Yeah, sorry. Right.
Well done,
Good
Karl.
job, team.
This was not National Velvet, as one team put down for some reason.
We changed it to Cleopatra last minute.
Oh, very good. Very
got it.
good.
Actually got it.
All right. I don't know if anyone got this. The first character is actually from one of my favorite all-time plays turned into a movie because I did it in my high school. Howard Da Silva,
You got it.
Franklin in
No, we got it.
1776.
Karl got it.
And
That was a tough one.
Most recent, Michael Douglas was on the Apple TV show this year.
That was the one I didn't know. I said the other
Yeah.
guy played Benjamin Franklin, but I don't know if Michael Douglas ever did it.
We get credit
Yes.
because everyone thinks he's was a president of the United States, even though he wasn't.
Fun fact,
I
my
think most
daughter
people-
played the part of Ben Franklin in 1776 at her high school.
He's old.
Yeah.
He played it in 1776?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she was great.
Starbuck.
She was great.
Yay, got it right.
All right, number 6 is Starbuck. In one
This
case,
one-
an actual name. In the other case, a call sign.
Never heard of it.
If you wanted a third one, you could have that guy who shot the United Healthcare CEO because they got video of him in the Starbucks.
No.
I don't think I video, but they didn't really
Moving
track.
on.
They got
Number
rid of
7.
Hostel.
Most people did not remember that Leslie Nielsen played Dracula.
We got it.
Dead.
Dead and Loving It was the name.
Oh
of that
yeah,
movie.
they're all.
And they weren't all comedies. I mean, Renfield
Dang
was
it.
supposed to
No.
be, and the Richard Roxburgh one is Van Helsing, definitely not a comedy. Number 8. People got it because they remembered Tony Curtis was Houdini.
Oh, we put Bob
Houdini.
Strangler.
Beanie.
Oh, yeah, my God.
So the most recent one, Adrian Brody,
Oh,
was
Adrian looks a little like Houdini.
yeah, I might have cast him for that. So that was from a History Channel series in 2014. I think everybody got 9, and yes, because of retconning, I am going to, in fact, say Margaret Hamilton played Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. I will take either answer. Mila Kunis, people didn't know that was Oz the Great and Powerful.
I didn't know this at all.
Yes. Yeah. And Cynthia Erivo is
in Wicked.
Very recent.
Yeah, Margaret Hamilton. Boy, she was
Number
a scary
10.
woman.
A lot of people didn't remember that Harrison Ford played.
You left off Alec Baldwin.
Well, I wasn't going to go with 4. 3 was too easy. John Krasinski is in the current series on Amazon.
And also Ben Affleck.
And
yeah,
there could have been like 6 people here, I think. And
I have no
the
idea.
bonus. So this was not just the voice of, by the way. These were actually full roles. Rodney Dangerfield and Whoopi Goldberg and Morgan Freeman all appeared as God. Rodney Dangerfield was in the hot tub.
Hey, I got it.
You left out what's her name? The ironic singer, Alanis Morissette.
I did
George
left out.
Burns.
There's a lot of people that I could have put for all of these roles.
Yeah,
I
George
just-
Burns.
Oh, what's his name? The
Where was
old
the
guy, the old comedian.
You already made it too easy, you guys.
That would have been too easy.
It's already too easy.
He played God and the devil.
Well, there's a lot of God.
All right, good thing.
And,
Okay.
I did see the summer house of Margaret Hamilton.
Oh.
Okay, James Bond was woken up by today's 7.0 earthquake in California. How'd you guys do?
8.
Again. All right. This too shall pass, we all hope. Rob's
You
team.
can't see it there.
We can't see the screen.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
How dare you, Susan?
Your fans will
Did
be
that on
Shirking your
purpose.
duties.
All the
I'm going to
comments
get a
on
whole
YouTube
bunch of
video.
thumbs down on
YouTube
now,
comments will be
YouTube.
outrageous.
This too shall pass, we all hope.
9.
All right, we'll quit drinking if you let us win.
11 out of 10.
And McConnell calls kettle black after 2 Democratic judges follows playbook.
all the points.
Look at that. Too easy. 9.3, and we thought.
All
that
right,
was
so I have a
right.
whole bunch of other ones I can do. I'll only put one actor, and you got to guess. The
There you go.
Share the role?
Now, if you want to be a real jerk, Rob, find a role that 2 actors have and a third doesn't, and use 2 of those like just to confuse people.
One of these is not like the
These
others.
2 were in a movie together, but they were
Robin has
also
a
in the same movie
question.
as the third person.
Robin
Speaking of
wants
the
to
Wicked
say
Witch, does anyone remember this this show?
Yeah.
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 No, this is the one they made about Margaret Hamilton.
I would watch
Oh, no.
I don't
They made a
remember that.
musical about Margaret Hamilton, the Wicked Witch of the West.
I do not remember that.
Okay, what Robin
So
wanted
I
to
think
say
the
something.
scoring
That was
is
a
wrong.
spoof that I made.
Our team had 9 on the first round, and it says 10. We missed. We didn't know what Chucker was.
But then you had a bonus.
We had
There
10
was
out
11.
of 11.
Oh, we got the bonus.
Bonus.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
10 out
Look
of
how
11.
honest Robin is. Look at that. And
Yes.
she's a lawyer. Look at that.
I don't want to cheat at trivia.
She knows you're not allowed
Wow.
to submit false
What an
information.
oxymoron.
Would never be
Anonymous
hired by
lawyer.
anybody in the Republican Party, Robin. Understand?
All right, Alan, turn on your iPad. We're gonna take a picture. Karen,
Attorneys value fairness.
Well,
Peggy.
Yes. Yes,
Peggy.
they do.
Some do.
Is Alan there?
He's there.
Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong thing. Hang on a second.
Okay, where's Peggy?
Peggy's walking George.
Oh, well, we're not.
Oh,
waiting for her.
terrible.
At least
On
we
his
have her.
iPad. Wow.
Okay.
In the hospital.
Means he's George is not guarding the manger.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alan's all by himself at the very
George
bottom.
wanted a lick of butter.
Okay, I have a question to ask. So we're taking a 5-minute break, but I do have a question that's weird, and I don't know how to ask the question. It's a game.
Stop recording, maybe.
No,
just
it's
in
not that
case.
weird.
Okay.
It's a game. It's a game question. It's not like
You're
a
asking now or at the end of the break?
No, I'll just ask right now because it's just it's a silly question. So I've started playing some of these online games on my phone once in a while, just those things to keep yourself busy whenever you're waiting in line or whatever.
Candy Crush? Candy Crush?
No, I play Royal Mass,
Wordle.
and no, not that. And
Candy
some
Crush
other
is way
stuff.
more fun.
But anyway, what I want to do is, do they make games that are like that kind of stuff that you can put on your desktop that doesn't have all those ads and like problems with them? I mean, can you just, or is that what you get when you go buy those Nintendos and things like that?
No, it depends on the computer. If you have like an Apple, if you have an
No.
Apple, oh, they have Apple Arcade. But I think all these services, Google, I know Apple, I have Apple Arcade, and it costs like $2 a month, and they have, literally hundreds of games. You
So
just put
so if I just go to like Apple, or I don't have Apple, like Google Apps or Google Games, or what would I look up?
it could be. I only have Apple, so I don't know about.
What kind of games are
probably
you
Google.
looking for?
Puzzle games.
I played
like puzzles.
solitaire and Yahtzee and Words with Friends. And then I have the app from the New York Times for their games and Cranky Uncle you told me about.
Yeah, I have those, but
I used to
I'm not about a phone. I want something on my desktop.
I used
I
to
think
go to pogo games back in the day. They have a
I
lot
remember
of
that.
different like puzzle type games and word
Okay.
games.
Pogo, I see that. Um, and so you could just get these, download them for free or whatever, and they're just games. I
I
have,
think you just play them on the website, but I don't know. I haven't done that in like a million years.
okay, I do have a couple card games, like I have solitaire and stuff like that, and that's fine. There's no real ads, but I want something that's like a little more difficult, or
if you want something, here, let me send it to you.
One I
The-
use, Susan, is Lumosity. Lumosity got a bad deal because they were doing some false advertising. But
Who?
basically, Lumosity.
Oh,
You pay a monthly fee, which is very low, and then you have access to their 2 or 3 dozen games. And you can build skills because they're still pretending that they're more scientific than they are. But some of their games are puzzles, and some of them are just speed, and some of them are word games. One I like is they gives you the first 3 letters, and then it moves down to 2 letters, and you have to make words as fast as you can in different lengths. And I find them rather fun. And the nice thing about them, as opposed to the ones on the phone that I play all the time, is the ones on the phone, not only do they keep getting interrupted, but they can get very expensive very, very fast.
yeah, that's what I don't want to have.
Lumosity is a fixed fee, and you can play it as much as you want.
Susan, do you like item search games, like where you have a scene, like an office scene, and you have to find like the pipe, the hat, the magnifying glass? They're like hidden objects in a room.
No, I don't think so. Those are the ones we used to play at Highlights when we used to sit at the dentist office.
Okay.
There's one that has like a picture with 100 cats in it.
Yeah, never mind. I know a site for that if you like that, but never mind.
I'm told the New York Times apparently has some word games on their websites that you can
Okay, I'm looking for more just
load them every day.
not thinking too hard games, but like
You should
get
really try the New York
word
Times. They have like 3 or 4 games other than Wordle that are pretty good.
I think there's a tiles one I've seen that looked kind of nice.
That's on New York Times. There's
Yeah,
tiles.
I have a subscription to New York Times.
Susan, if you want something totally different, which is a puzzle game, it's called The Room. I just sent you some information. It's called The Room. And there's a series of 3 or 4 games called The Room. It's nothing like anything else. It's I can't explain it. Just go online and just type
Is
in
it
The
an
Room.
escape room
Well,
type
what
of
would
game?
it be? The
Yeah,
room.
kinda
How
like-
would you search for the room? That's kind of like I'm gonna get porn sites or something, aren't I?
No, just say
Oh,
The
it
Room.
says the room game online.
Yes.
The room app, the room the room apps on Google Play. So okay, so I can see there's a whole bunch on Google Play.
Yes.
Mind paying a little bit but I'm sick and tired of these games that you can't pass, and they want you to buy boosters, and there's ads. I'm so sick of that.
The Room is excellent. It's excellent. It's semi-scientific. It's done extraordinarily well. It's nothing like you've ever seen before.
Do you have Netflix?
No, I don't have
Okay, they have some games on Netflix too.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of all the games from Netflix, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
was the other
Okay. All right. Well,
Uh,
thank you guys. Oh, so okay, great, great. I remember in the old days we used to like get a software box, and it had CDs or it had floppy disks and you had to put them in. We played Myst and we played
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a huge
all those
collection.
kind of games and it was fun. You played
Prince of
those kind of
Persia.
Yeah.
Oh,
They make more money this way.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, and it's on your phone. And the reason why you're playing them on your phone is because you're waiting somewhere, usually a lot of times. So you can't play your desktop game while you're waiting somewhere. So
I just played a couple and I played them out, and then once I was sick of them, I take them off my phone. There's
I'm
no
ready to start taking
watermelon
off my
crush. It's a bunch of fruit that you combine and it gets bigger and harder.
Yeah, I've seen that ad.
And then there's a hexagon one, Hexasword or something. They flip over these little hexagon that match colors and
I
numbers. It's
remember
kind of,
that one too. I
yeah.
started
And
playing
then
one that's called Seat.
once it gets too routine, I just I'm done with it.
There's one called Seat Away I really like, but I went online today and I said, I'm done with this. You get to like level 20 something and it's impossible to pass. And I went and I was reading all the reviews on it and they're like, yeah, you have to buy boosters. And they're like, oh no, everything's possible to be passed. And you're like, no, this is too
Yeah,
hard.
that's their main reason for creating the game is just as a source of revenue to get you to
Right. But
pay
it's
to
frustrating because
further.
people just are like, I'm out of here. I'm done with this. I don't know, but I guess they do make a lot of money.
You just described exactly why I play Lumosity all the time. There's like one of them is a maze, and you work it with your keyboard, and it keeps flipping, and it's a race between you and another character, and it starts out not difficult, and every time you pass a level, it gets more difficult, and it gets more difficult. There's another one where there are things that are folded over like a suitcase, and you have a character and other things are in the suitcase. And the idea is if it folds up, you can't hit something else, right? You have to pack the suitcase so that the two things don't overlap. And again, it starts out very simple. And as you succeed, it gets it more and more and more difficult. Or another one where you're directing trains and each train has to go to the right color place. And when you get to the very highest levels on that, you've got like 50 versions of it and they're all coming very quickly. And you have to go quickly and you have to move these things around using either your keyboard or your mouse. But the thing I love about these is that they're always at your level. They tell you all kinds of statistics that some of them are meaningful and some of them are not. But they never, never, never. There's no stars, there's no explosions, there's no more money, there's no ads. You just play the game. And it keeps a record of how you did. So what I do is I play against myself, right? There's a lot of games where you have to switch back and forth, and it's how quickly can you switch, or how can you withhold from switching when you know what's coming next and you're wrong, right? And you just look at your score and see how you compare to your other scores. It's one of the things I learned about getting old because I've been playing these irregularly for many, many years. And 20 years ago, I was much better at most of these, especially the ones involving speed. And my goal now is to try to beat my own scores from 20 years ago, right? Because they're still there.
So I'm looking at Luminosity right now. I'm not seeing previews. They're just showing the name and you have to sign up to play. So I'm not seeing anything that allows me to.
They probably won't let you see the game until you actually pay for it, but it's not expensive.
Okay.
And you can buy it for a month and change your mind, right?
I also see the room and I've heard of Steam. My kids played using Steam all the
yeah,
time.
that's one way.
And Steam is a place to buy games. Is that what that is?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
If you want, Susan, I can show you Lumosity maybe after we're done if nobody else wants to see it.
Anyway,
I can share
I
my
guess I'll
screen
say
and show
goodbye.
you
Bye
what
now.
Lumosity looks like. Because like I said, you don't pay for it. Once you pay for it, you don't pay again.
Right. Well, I'm seeing a ton of
Hi, Jim.
stuff here.
Bye.
Good night,
Yeah.
Jim.
Hi, Jim.
And if you play something on your phone, you can play that on your PC,
Yeah, but
You
then
can't.
I'm also going to have that same problem I'm having now where
That's true.
everybody wants money. Free.
But you can always go to the Play Store and download another one until you find one you like.
Okay, well, I'm looking at Steam. There's a whole bunch. It says Steam Store, steampowered.com. How do I know which one's the right?
Steampowered.com.
Okay.
That's the one you want.
But
Free best up and coming games. Okay. All right. Well, you guys gave me a lot of help. Okay, thanks. Now I have other things I should be doing, but sometimes
Yep.
you said I'm tired of these games that you're just
But the room is one that you'll actually fall in love with. It's totally different. It's a fascinating.
I've got it sitting up
Jamie,
here.
can you send the link to all of us in case some of us want to look at it?
It's this one right here, I guess. Let me read. I think
I think you sent it just to Susan, right?
The only problem is you can't.
Well, it's called this.
It's
It's
under
called
this one.
Room.
Yeah.
I've played that.
99-cent buy.
Room, and then there's the Room 2.
Yeah,
3,
that's
4.
it. They're very, very good.
They are good. Yeah.
Okay.
They're excellent.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind paying a little bit if it's
They're cheap. It's like 99 cents or $1.
Gets rid of my Okay,
called
but
the
you can't play them on your phone then if you've got them on your desktop, right?
I don't know. I have it on my phone and I have Apple.
Oh, okay.
So I get it through the Apple Store.
Okay.
But I use Steam on I have a computer and I use Steam on my computer for much more sophisticated games. But for the simple games, I use the Apple Store.
I bought No Man's Sky. It was cheap.
Okay,
I bought it
we
for
only
$40.
have a couple more minutes. I'll be right back. You guys hang out.
Has anybody heard of No Man's Sky?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
No? Oh, yes. Ben has heard of it. It's pretty good. I'm exploring stuff and it's guiding me through on how to craft items, and it's not very hard to play. So
It's never occurred to me that I could play on my laptop. I have an iPad and an iPhone, and I play games on the phone. And
I only play games on my laptop. You have a nice big screen and the color's great.
Yeah. I usually use my iPad using the Apple Store because I get a free it's called Apple Arcade. I get it free. Apple Arcade.
Yeah. Or
You
you're
have
probably
access,
paying for Apple One.
something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I pay for Apple
Yeah,
One. You
too.
get the extra cloud storage, and you get Apple Arcade
right, exactly.
and Apple Music and other stuff. So
If
Yeah.
anybody wants to hang out after and just talk for a little while, Susan's had things going on that she's had to close up shop quickly. She's willing to make someone else co-host if people want to chat a bit after we're done.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Gail's computer game too.
Yeah, me too. I'm interested.
Yeah, I'll be happy to. I can share my screen and show you what the games are and show you how any of the ones you want to see work. They have, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you. They're in categories. And there's a whole section just for math games where it's doing math quickly. And I have a terrible time with that. I can do the math, but I can't do it fast enough. And you get, the thing that I like about it is you're not competing against other people.
Hey, you got it.
Just competing against yourself. And they actually give you data about how you compare to other people. There are a number of games with words, a whole category for language. There's a whole category for spatial recognition. There's a category for speed. There's puzzles. One of them I can't do at all, and math nerds would probably be good at it. They have different batteries, and you have to decide what goes in each battery in order to make the circuit. And it comes from knowing how they relate to each other. And I can't figure it out. I mean, I could do the basic ones, but once we get past the basic ones, I have terrible time. But it tells you the answer, and I see why I didn't get it.
Well,
All right,
and there's
everybody
games
ready?
that have other mini games inside of them that are similar to what you're describing, Gail.
Okay, so I've got one person for next week, so just FYI, if you're looking to volunteer, I have got 2 more spaces and a bonus open.
Yeah, if I volunteered, I'm still doing the same thing that I did before.
What?
The
Singing?
What do they call it? The what?
You gonna sing again?
No, I'm not gonna sing. No, no,
That was good.
that's out. Yeah, no. No, the not the puns, but the
The riddle.
the riddles. There we
Oh,
go.
riddles.
Okay, so let's see. I've got on my list here. Kyle, what do you got coming up?
So we got an episode out from a guy that worked at LinkedIn talking about how they roll out new features. You know, websites like to A/B test stuff, show it to some people, not others, and see how it works out. But that's tricky when everyone's connected. How can you isolate a group?
Oh,
So that's what we talk about on the latest issue of Data Skeptic.
very good. Okay, yeah. I'm way behind on everything. Romero, what do you have a video that just came out? You did a talk. It looked long, but people are saying it was a really good job, and I haven't. It just came out today. I haven't had 2 hours to listen to
I
it.
watched it.
Yeah, this was for our
Thank you,
skeptics
Romero.
group in Triangle Skeptics. So it's I guess unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know. It's a controversial topic, but I had a lot of fun doing the research, and I really enjoy learning about all that stuff. So hopefully it's educational.
Can you put a
So
link?
what's the topic and where do we find it?
The topic is about just the definition of sex in biology. And I'll give you the link right here. 1 second.
Okay. Good job, Romero. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't looked at it. Can somebody put Coleman Watts' new video on fluoridation up? Because that
Yeah, I
was
was gonna say he called on
kicked it out of the park, and Adrian and
did.
Romero have become his research assistants. And this is the video that I said, all right, I'm going to get his Patreon. I do not normally do any kind of donations, but this, I said, all right, I can't understand why this guy doesn't have more views.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
we've been promoting the fluoridation.
Yeah,
with
he had
Effie.
Effie Greathouse.
He had
in it.
Effie. Yeah, Effie
I'm
on
so
it.
glad he used her. She was great.
I I so badly wanted her to have one of our scholarships to PsyCon. And she's a speaker for us. And the first time she was scheduled to be a speaker, we got shut down for the pandemic. The second time she was scheduled to be a speaker at our skeptic camp, she and the children had gone to Wisconsin and caught COVID on the plane.
I remember that. Because I was at that skeptic camp.
I'm still waiting for okay, where's Romero's post for
I'm putting it up right now.
Where's Carolyn
okay, I
tonight?
thought I missed
Carolyn
it.
told me
Sorry,
she's not going to be able to make it. I can't remember if she had.
I accidentally started playing the video.
I have an announcement about the Skeptic Zone.
Okay.
Do you want me to say
Yeah,
it now?
go ahead. Where is Kat and Adrian?
So
she'll be here.
I do not know where Kat and Adrian are, but I listened to the latest Skeptic Zone, and Richard Saunders has a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, he's honored by the Australian Skeptics. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, yeah,
Very awesome.
That's what the announcement is. But you
Great
obviously knew
announcement.
that already.
Everybody might not have heard, Vincent. That was good to say it.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Vincent.
All right.
Yeah, that was really
And it
good.
was a surprise because he was like one of the people who were involved with the conference, and they kept it a secret until they gave it
Big
to him.
deal.
Ah, yes.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So Rob, do you have anything?
Yes, I do. Let me open Romero's. I thought I saw a different link there before, Romero. Did you put it and take it away like it was a long URL?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I accidentally pasted a Facebook link, so I just pasted the link to YouTube directly.
Well, there it is.
Oh, good.
I've subscribed
How
to
do
the
you take
Triangle
something?
Skeptics, so I know this is out. I saw it come up.
How do you take something away?
Oh my God. All right. Long lesson. Stay afterwards. We'll tell you, Ginny.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
All right.
Some people
Or I'll
don't
just
want-
be careful.
Take something away.
So yes, I had an article published in. Oh, I was just about to do what Romero did. I have to take the Facebook ID off there. I had an article published about the new Netflix
Yeah, you
miniseries
did.
Manhattan Alien Abductions, and that is in AIPT Science. So there's the link for that. And as I posted on my Facebook page, I said, I watched this, so you don't have to.
That was an excellent article.
Thank you. And I'm going to be speaking in New York City at the New York City Skeptic Camp in 2 days, and they just verified that they are going to stream it live, and I'm going to put
Oh,
their homepage, which has a link right at the top to Zoom it, to stream it on Zoom. So everyone knows how to use Zoom. So there we go.
Everybody here does, that's for sure.
Yes. And thirdly, I will tell you if you're interested at all in the Satanic Panic, Autumn Sword, formerly JD Sword, a Skeptical Inquirer author, wrote, always writes articles about the Satanic Panic and things like that. And he was our guest on Recovering from Religion, talking about it. And here's the video. They just posted this, I think it was yesterday,
She was.
of him talking about. She was on, and yeah, she's actually the first guest we've ever had who 2 months apart was a he and then a she. It was quite interesting, quite interesting. So yes, it was, she did a very good dive into what the whole Satanic Panic was all about. And I really appreciated that.
Yeah, she does a wonderful job on all the different kinds of satanic stuff. It just doesn't really fit the personality, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think, in fact, let me double check. I think I just saw her new article. Actually, it was the other day, and I had missed it. Where was it? Yeah, nuclear weapons are demonic, claims Tucker Carlson in Skeptical Inquirer.
Yep.
By Autumn. Here we go. Here's that one.
That was a good article.
Yeah. All right.
Rob, you said that the Skeptic Camp is going to be streamed. Does that mean we have to be there at a specific time, or is it recorded?
Well, I guess they're going to record it and put it on the YouTube channel. I would.
Yeah, they have a YouTube
I wouldn't know why they wouldn't do that if they're playing it
So
on Zoom.
what time would it be if we're watching it live?
6:30 in the morning. I have it written down.
Ew.
30 to 3 p.m.
So even for me,
us.
even me on the East Coast time zone, I am not getting there when it starts, which is 9 o'clock. So I am getting there after lunch. And most people said the same thing. So they actually made it very heavily in the afternoon.
Oh,
if you go before lunch, you're only going to miss.
Going to be there.
You're going to miss two things.
Sammy is going to.
Sammy Schuster is going to do a talk, right? And
Nathan
Lentz, who is a Psychon fellow, and he spoke at Psychon last year, I think it was.
It's this Saturday.
This Saturday, yes.
And in 2019.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so
and that was because of Susan, by the way. This is one of these synergy things. I was talking about this maybe last week. I don't know. And Susan said, "Oh, Nathan lives in Queens. I'm sure he can make it there."
I said, "Does anybody realize that? Does the New York City Skeptics know that Nathan Lentz lives?" I said, "How close is Queens to New York City?"
Yeah, pretty damn close. It's a train ride, so it's closer than I am in New Jersey. So I contacted him and told you didn't know anything about it, and he said, "Yeah, I'll be glad to do it." So that's why he's speaking there, because Susan mentioned it.
Okay, so I have several things. The first one is that if you're in GSOW this weekend, we're doing. I have 3 different time set up for people to come to Zoom with me. I like to meet with my people once a month and talk to them and see what they're up to. And that is a reminder that it's this weekend. I have Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. The second thing I want to put out is that my article finally aired. This is Operation Dill Pickle. I spent over a year of, I got all this video and I came out with 12 videos, something like that. It's 11 hours of videos that are commentary that I've done and the videos, the actual readings. So it's a really in-depth article on so the article I just gave you is a link to what my conclusions are. And then also, I just did this one. Romero helped me with this a little bit, which is a psychic that poor thing. She is just not up to par.
I think I watched that one.
It's
That was funny.
I had to do it a couple times. That was a little too cruel the first time. I thought I probably should just back off a little bit. They're
She
trying to
was
get a
like,
reality show for her.
you made sure that you didn't show your video. Like you made sure you didn't show yourself.
Oh no, that's Operation Dill Pickle.
Yeah, you were like,
Okay, yeah,
I don't
that
know
one.
what's happening with my video.
I
It's
put
not.
on a bite guard and I did it as with a southern accent. That was hilarious.
Yeah, sometimes you had an accent and sometimes you didn't. I wonder if she knows.
They didn't care. They couldn't figure it out. They were so. But the one that I just put up right now is a psychic named Tina Mayan Mystic, and they're trying to get a reality. Somebody in LA is trying to get a reality show for her, and so I've reviewed what little we can review, and I was kind of, and like I said, I had to redo the video because I was kind of cruel. Well, not cruel, but just a little harsher than I probably would like to be. So I went and I did it again. So this is my evaluation of some no-name psychic who now will never get a show because you won't be able to Google it without getting my critique. So I pre-ruined the show for her. And the unusual thing about this one is I had a conversation with the person who's behind the promotion of it. He didn't know what cold reading was. He has no clue what the hell he's doing. He's a producer, like of shows and stuff, but he has no idea what the mediumship world is. And he's like, I got a reading with her, and she was 100%. She changed my life. And I had my friend do it, and she got 100%. And I'm like, oh well, do you know what the Paula's like? Do you know what the IIG is? If they're getting 100%, they can get $500,000. So anyway, that's the article I just put in there. Avi, you raised your hand?
Yeah, since it's taking forever, I'm gonna go to sleep now because I've barely slept the last 2 nights.
Oh.
Avi.
Hey.
Okay.
Avi, how
We'll
has
talk
your
about it.
job search gone?
She's getting a
Well,
dog?
job.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you said-
I finished my data science boot camp successfully. And I'm applying for substitute teaching positions. And I'm also going to be applying for just general math industry and government jobs. I might apply for some data science things too, but I don't think I would get those because I'm not really planning on studying all the stuff that I need for the interview, the bazillion interviews, but we'll see. Maybe if I end up needing to do that, I'll talk to Kyle.
You know somebody.
Yeah. But other than that, I think I'm gonna apply to do some jobs at some not math education nonprofits and hopefully build up enough stuff on my CV or a resume that I can get have a good chance of getting a curriculum development job.
That'd be good.
Eventually, one day I will have a full-time job. So, all
It
right.
will happen.
Okay.
You're
See you
very
guys
talented.
next
It'll,
week.
it'll happen. All
Night,
right.
Avi.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, Avi.
So the last
Good
things
night, Dad.
Dad. So the last things I have are, don't forget that I'm going to need volunteers for next week. Anybody who's local to me here, we're going to probably do a white elephant Christmas party coming up. I have not picked the date, and that's you get rid of junk. It's great. It's so much fun. And so if you're in the area and you want to come to my white elephant party, that's coming up. And Deborah and I and others, we need to start planning our skeptic camp. I mean, if it's all planned, it just we got to finalize it. So
Yeah, and then we're gonna talk locals to here to Southern California. We're gonna be and then we'll include Susan in on
I thought you already talked. No?
No.
Okay, so it's coming
This
up.
coming weekend.
Oh, okay.
I
So-
forget. Anyhow, yeah, I'll
They got to plan their stuff. All
Yeah,
right.
I had a rumor. I don't know where it got started that Brandy was going to give a talk.
Yeah, I thought Brandy was giving a talk in Monterey.
Excellent. That would be so great. I have
She's
a book
on
on
mute. She's
Randy. I have a book
denying
on
it
your
on
shelf.
mute.
I would like to request you do it on a book that I found on your shelf.
Oh, if I have a couple in mind, sure.
It'll be
Is it the
Skeptic
Kama
Camp,
Sutra?
Skeptic Camp After Dark.
I don't
Can
know
I
which
show
one.
off my magazine?
Oh, yes, Wendy. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. It came out a week ago. So
However, yeah, it has a sister publication that nobody ever heard of. It's Free Inquiry. And
great?
and they like instead of the kind of science fiction-y theme things in Skeptical Inquirer, this one's a little more
Science fiction-y.
well, you know, I mean, like it tickles you with a topic and then tells you the truth later. And but Free Inquiry is a little different. And it says the Journal of Secular Humanist Ideas. So that's me. And so this is not the first story that I've had in this magazine, but it's been a couple of years. And so they published it. I submitted, I was amazed. The title of it is Finish Your Unfinished Business, a Freethinker's Proposal to Defeat So-Called Psychics. So I was, you know, it was my take on like kind of what happens to our minds when somebody dies. And I was really proud of this.
You should be. That's pretty freaking awesome.
I keep it around to cheer me up.
I will make sure I pick up a copy of that as soon as
Hey,
I
Wendy, how much does Free Inquiry cost?
I don't know.
It's free.
It's not
a joke, Wendy.
No, it's a subscription. I don't even remember.
Wendy,
do you have to pay for Free Inquiry?
Yes, you have to pay for Free Inquiry. It's free in that other meaning of it. You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
He is pulling your chain. Who's making the yummy noise?
Somebody's snoring.
Kevin's sleeping, I think.
Is that snoring or is that?
No, it's Kevin.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
Kevin.
thought it
Kevin,
was like
it's
a
snoring.
yummy sound.
Wake Kevin up.
Wake up, Kevin.
Thank you,
It could
Peggy.
be his dog.
I didn't
Oh,
notice. I
he's
thought it
muted
was one
now.
of my cats.
I just muted Kevin.
Okay.
There you go.
That's okay, but
Peggy's
wake
going
him
to do a
up when we have
PowerPoint
our
next
next
week.
category.
All right, so we are next. So the next is Gail.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Hope it's difficult.
This is going to be a little different.
Hope it's difficult.
And maybe more difficult because the answers are not going to be automatically fixed based on memory. Ms Mojo, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Ms Mojo.
I am.
Big
I'm
deal website for all kinds of things Broadway. And they picked their top favorite 100 Broadway songs of all time as of 2022. That's when that particular YouTube that I used as a reference for all of this. And I'm going to give you the titles of 10 of these musicals. And actually, I changed that to 13, so you only have to pick 10. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. I'm going to give you the titles of the musicals that I selected from their list of 100. So I picked things out as the 100, not completely randomly, but rather randomly. If you know my taste, I pick the ones I like sometimes more. But they have them ranked from the one that is their favorite music from a musical of all time to their 100th most favorite musical of all time. And I have put them in order. Okay, so as you hear the musicals, the song that they picked from each of those musicals is the one that is the ones at the top of the list are the ones that were less popular. At the bottom of the list is the very last one would be the number one song according to them. Okay. Now, that having said that, there are 13 musicals, and afterwards, thank you, Rob. Rob taught me how to do this. I don't do it nearly as well as he did. You just saw a wonderful response from him. But I did do it. He showed me how to put a video into a PowerPoint. So when we get to the answers, I will show you the reasons for some of them. They didn't give the reason because I had 100 of them in an hour. Some of them, they gave a short explanation of why they picked that particular song. Remember, it's the song from that musical. And sometimes what you will see, and I'm telling you this so as you're thinking about it, they said, there were many songs we could have picked from this musical, but for these reasons, we picked this one as the best one. And best could mean best added to the plot, best added to the point of the thing, best added because everybody is singing it, everybody knows it. So you don't always know what their criteria was, but I will show you their criteria because Rob showed me how to do this. And so I hope I did it. Does everybody get it?
I don't get it. I was listening, hoping it would eventually make sense.
So, Gail, you want us to give you the song title?
What I want you to do is I'm going to give you 13 names of Broadway musicals.
Okay.
Every one of those was one of the musicals from their top 100 that they picked the one best song from that musical. That was their favorite for the top 100.
And we name and we try and guess which song from that musical they chose without knowing their criteria.
Well, you know their criteria. Their criteria was it was their favorite. And I'm telling you that as they explained their criteria, some of them they never explained it. They just said it was their favorite, the best one. Okay.
Okay. And who was
sometimes they explained it because it did a good job of advancing the point of the musical.
Yeah.
Sometimes they did it because it was the one that people best know.
Well, this makes more sense as we try.
Do we know the name of the group that chose this? What was the name of the group?
Ms. Mojo. This all comes from Ms. Mojo.
Ms. Mojo.
It's on there. I put it on the screen.
That doesn't really matter. You're giving us 13 musicals. Name the best song from each musical.
That's it.
Yeah. Well,
right. According
okay,
to
that's the short. That's all we need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Whether we agree with them or not.
If you're arguing with me later, I'm going to tell you, Miss Mojo's answer is the answer.
Okay.
Okay, that's the answer.
So Mike, that wasn't quite right because you said they're going to give us 13. Pick one from each one. We're picking 10.
Yes. 10 of 13. You're picking 10 out of the 13. So you have to decide which 10. I did it because some of them you may not know, and some of them you might not be sure about. And I don't want you to feel
So we can't just pick all 13. We have to choose the.
You have to decide which 10 of the 13 are the ones you want. I originally was just going to do 10, and then I thought that's not fair.
But just to be clear, from all of the 13 actually are in the list. You didn't put 3 ringers in there that weren't right? Is that correct?
No.
Yeah. So all 13 actually have a song, and we just have to pick. Okay.
Okay, Mike, I get what you're saying. I was just thinking if the group that
Name the
chose
songs.
it might give a clue as to what their criteria was, but I get it now. We don't know anything about why they chose them. I got it.
It'll make sense once we choose it, probably.
Well, no, it's a crapshoot.
Might be.
Right. We're picking our favorite song from each musical.
And we have to decide. Yeah. Okay, let's go. We got it.
You can pick your favorite song, and it might be yours. Okay. Here are the first 7, and I'll give you the next one in the next one. And I am giving you the hint that these are in order, right? In other words, I'm telling you that the number 1 song on their list of 100 was from Les Miserables, okay? And all of these are from their selections from their list, but every one of those is in their order.
But how do we know that number 1 was in Les Miserables when it's labeled number 6? I'm confused.
That's the garbage with.
It renumbered it. I just renumbered them after I pasted it in my screen.
Yeah, I'll put them in again, renumbered.
Oh,
That's
so
because
what
I
you
copied
said?
it from my list.
What you said, Gail, was I mean, it sounded reverse of what everyone else does with lists. What you're saying is the highest number is actually the best number, right? Number 1 is not number 1. Number 1 is the worst.
It's a countdown. It's a countdown.
Yeah, everyone else does the countdown the other way, but okay, whatever.
Well, that's how they did the countdown. So
yeah, and they're weird, but okay.
And yes, Showboat is 8, Company is 9, and I'll put it in again with the
Okay.
right numbers.
I think
It's just when I copied it from
we
my
get
list,
it now. Okay.
it's that old YouTube thing, whatever thing.
So,
Okay.
so you've got 13 possibilities, and if we pick 10, if we get 10 right, we get 10.
Right. And you have to decide which 10. You
Which
don't
10,
count all 13 and pick.
Right.
You have to decide which 10 you're going to count.
I think for most of the teams, it's going to be, are there 10 of those where you can name a song from that show?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And that may be.
I don't think that's going to be a problem narrowing it down, the ones we
It might not be a problem for Karen.
Oh, Rob.
Or
Leonard
Robin.
loves musicals.
Robin.
Hey,
I
Gail,
love
are you
musicals,
going to be
but
picky
some
about
of these
titles?
are a little before my time.
I'm not going to be picky about titles. If you have an identifiable name that tells us what the song was, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, ready to go?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think we'll get a lot of these.
Yeah, this will have to be you guys. I don't know my musicals very well.
Let's see. I know some.
I mean, yeah.
Can you
What
can you
what
put it up?
is it that's
Yeah, let
always
me
the
share.
people that they think that they'd like the best?
Yeah,
What
put
is-
up the
I
list
mean,
then.
The Lion King is probably going to be the Circle of Life.
Yes, you put that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Circle of Life.
I mean, it could also be Hakuna Matata.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
Oh, geez, that's what's the hard part.
I mean, that's the more fun song, but that's not necessarily what they picked as, I don't know.
Okay,
I know.
Porgy and Bess will probably be
Swing Low, Sweet
Summertime.
Chariot. Oh, what is it?
Summertime. Summertime.
Oh, Summertime. Oh, that's good.
Is easy.
Oh, Avenue Q maybe is the internet probably, right?
What?
That for Avenue
Is
Q
it?
is the internet.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Pornography on the internet.
Never heard of
What?
it.
It could
Is
be.
that what it is?
It could be,
Pornography on the
or it
internet?
could be, I'm a little racist. That's a possible too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, this,
Porn is a good one.
Oh,
Damn
Seven Brides,
Yankees.
Seven Brothers.
Which one?
Isn't Oklahoma? Didn't they do a song called Seven Brides for? Or they also did a song called
Seven-
Oklahoma.
That, the movie Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
that's
how about
another movie.
Oklahoma?
Oh, okay.
so
I thought
By the
Oklahoma
way,
would be Oklahoma.
Damn Yankees, damn Yankees. You gotta have heart.
You gotta have heart.
Yeah.
Or Lola.
No, I played Shoeless Joe in that thing, and I had the hots for her, but that was a shitty song. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets.
Uh-huh.
Again, you don't know with what these people are thinking.
Lola.
I
You
would
gotta have heart is good.
I would think it's got to be you got to have heart.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that makes more sense.
Uh-huh. But Oklahoma is with the song Oklahoma for Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Les Miserables.
Wait a second. Don't you wish to do the very Surrey with the fringe on the top? Because don't forget, it's what people like, and there's so many good songs in that. There's
Which
the
one?
Surrey fringe on top.
Which movie are you talking about?
which one are we talking about?
Oklahoma.
The very
Oh, yeah, this
Oklahoma is going to be Oklahoma.
remember the way she said it. It's not what you think everybody wanted. It's this particular
That's right,
audience.
but we're going to overguess, and we're not going to have any way
Okay.
of knowing.
Okay.
So I
the-
think just pick our favorites, and then hopefully that's the one.
All right.
Because otherwise we'll never. Because she said some might be that way, but not all of them. So there's no way of knowing.
Well, again, it's someone's favorite. It's arbitrary. What they have as their favorites can be completely different from what we think it is. So
Okay.
yeah, like
Mojo.
Susan said, just go with it.
Number five. I'm going to put in my 2 cents worth. You're welcome to leave it at summertime. Best yo is my woman now. Yo is. It's a great song. But
Summertime
is beautiful. Summertime is
No,
incredible.
I'm not questioning that it's a beautiful song, but we're trying. I unfortunately she put it in our minds that all the songs that we probably think are great songs aren't going to be on this list.
No, Ms. Mojo is it's a YouTube thing that it's just popular stuff. They just have that sophisticated. So I think that Summertime is a good choice.
Gotta be Summertime. So many people have
Yeah.
covered that song.
Okay. What about Les Miserables? What's that song? What's the one that
I've never seen?
What's the one that they're in the tavern? The beer. What was that? The one with the tavern is jumping around, and that's the famous song.
I saw a middle school production of part of Les Mis. That's all I know.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie, and I've also seen the musical, but it's been a while.
But what's that song there? It's in a tavern, and the tavern owner is singing the song. It's a very comic. What is that song? Come on.
No idea.
By the way, is this the bonus round?
No.
No. We've had multiple rounds that are kind of bonusy.
Shit, what was that song? You guys should know on Les Mis. Shit. Let me ask my wife.
Showboat Company, Man of La Mancha. Well, let's see. How many we got answers for? 1, 2,
Man of La
3,
Mancha.
4, 5.
Man of La Mancha, Try the Impossible Dream. It's a
Oh
dream.
yeah. Dream the impossible.
Oh yeah.
The Impossible Dream?
Good.
Yeah, possible.
I'll be right back.
Let's do this.
And Showboat's just loaded with
Some of these dang titles are so damn long, you can't tell which ones we've actually put answers to. It's number 4. It's totally got it. They need to shorten that damn title. It's too long. There. Now we know what we've answered.
Okay. I don't know these other ones. I mean, I've probably heard the music. A Showboat is a very famous one.
Paint Your Wagon,
Your Wagon,
1776. I don't know.
If Anything Happened on the Way to the Forum. Those are all famous musicals, but I don't know them.
We got 6. We need to come up with 4 more. A Little Night Music. I don't think I've ever even heard of that.
Need about 8 more.
Let's see.
What?
My wife thinking about Les Miserables.
Well, we only.
Was she
I
able
mean,
to
unless
help?
we're unsure.
Shit. What's that song? You guys know in the tavern scene in Les Miserables?
I've never seen it.
No.
Can you hum it?
It doesn't matter how many times you say the tavern scene, Jamie. It's not going to pop into our head.
I've never heard of
Once I
it.
hear it, I'll kick myself. Sure. It's on Broadway. What was it?
I don't remember the movie very well, actually. It's been a while since I've seen it.
All these we saw on Broadway. All these shows. Crap. Yeah, we used to go to Manhattan like 4 times a year. We'd see 3 or 4 shows at a time. So we saw most of these.
Yeah, how much were those tickets at that time?
He's wealthy.
Company,
That was cheap. We lived in
Showboat,
Boston.
A Little
and
Night
we used to
Music.
get really cheap tickets on sale. God, shit.
Can you hum anything?
Oh no! Come on. I'm gonna kick myself when I see the answer.
How about one of the other ones?
Let's see. Yeah, but that's good. Lion King.
Deborah, where'd you go? She got lost on Mars.
Oh,
I don't know any of these, so I'm just
Well,
doing
where's
the dishes.
Casey? Ask Casey.
Oh, he doesn't know anything about musicals.
Are you kidding? The guy's brilliant. He knows all this. I'm sure he knows this.
He's
He's probably singing them right now, Deborah.
Yeah, no, he's watching something on television. Hey, Susan, if it's not too much trouble, could you send me the first round, the first category?
Have to pick the,
You wouldn't.
A bunch
from these musicals.
A bunch of these I've played a million times. like not the whole shows, but played them in
No,
in
Avenue Q is not pornography on the internet. It's internet is for porn.
There you go.
He lives. Where are you? Come on, we need you.
I'm down here on the floor.
Well,
He's on the floor.
So talk up.
Yeah. Les Mis,
What do we think?
a dream within a dream or something like that.
Wait, is that Faith?
Yes.
She's hiding.
Floor?
Hi.
A dweem
I fell
within
asleep.
a dweem.
You fall asleep on the floor?
Downstairs with the cat.
With the floor on the so why are you on the floor?
Ah, shit. So I know. Okay, let me. I know the song. I can hum it. I don't know the words.
If you dream upon the
Well, Faith mentioned what? Dream
Within
a dream?
That.
Faith is on our team.
Da-da.
What?
That's from Inception.
Well, and
Okay, Deborah, I put the questions and then I also put the answers. So don't look at the answers on a separate thing.
I don't think that's it.
Gail already said we don't have to have the titles exactly right as long as we have it.
Yeah.
Internet is for porn?
The internet is really,
Have you not
really
seen
great
Avenue Q?
for
It's very, yeah.
Yeah, cats. I totally know Avenue Q. I've seen that one.
We need 3 more answers.
Showboat
I don't know.
Company.
Company, I don't know.
I
A
don't
Little
fucking
Night
know
Music. I've never
Company
even heard of that.
Show it is a little night
Paint Your
music. Like, what
Wagon's
the hell's
very
Phantom
famous.
of the Opera?
What's Paint Your Wagon?
1776.
You know the song?
Paint Your Wagon.
Yeah, this is.
Was that
is
Dolly
tough.
Parton? No, that was Hello Dolly, I'm thinking of.
Hello,
Remember Hello Dolly? Hello
Dolly.
Oh my God! Why can't like
Dolly.
where is the fiddler? Like
I
all
know.
the-
Well, she just picked 13. She
She
said
didn't do
there's
that one.
100. There's 100.
Is based
But
on
I wouldn't be
Mojo-
able to pick from the
Mojo
Fiddler on the
Music.
Roof. There's
I
so
know,
many
but
good
the
ones.
100 music Broadway songs of
If I was
as
a
of
rich
2022.
Diddle diddle diddle, or the matchmaker, matchmaker, make
That's
me a
from
man,
match,
match.
find me
that
a
is from Fiddler. Find me a find,
da, da,
catch
da.
me a catch,
Or to life,
matchmaker,
la
matchmaker,
kayam,
take me a
kayam, la kayam, to life. Da, 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 da,
I
da, 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 da.
I am.
I love Fiddler on the Roof.
If I was a rich man, you do
Diddle
you
diddle 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 diddle.
What are we doing here? Do we know any from
I don't
any of the
know
rest of
any of
these?
these musicals.
Or we're just
I'm
this
too
is what we
young to
got.
know about a little night.
And then what are the chances that half of these are going to be the wrong song
Well,
that they picked
no.
as their
Well,
favorite
we're in
too?
the same
So
boat as everybody
I'm
else.
not going to worry about
said,
that.
Make it hard. Make it hard. I don't care.
Oh,
all
what's that?
right, we'll get a
knows
2.
all
It's
these.
fine. No big deal.
Karen
Well,
probably.
if everybody else
I
gets a
don't know
2.
if Karen is old enough to know like the song 1776.
Was it written in 1776?
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, is 1776 dun 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 for the hip parade?
What about Yankee Doodle?
No, that's
No,
the
Yankee
that's
Doodle.
Music Man.
Yankee
Yeah.
Doodle.
76 trombones.
Bones led the big
That's
parade.
Yeah.
A real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born
Yankee
on
Doodle
4th
was
of
a
July.
1776.
Oh, that was Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Yeah, is that in
No,
1776?
it's Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Oh. Well, what a waste. I had a really good song there.
I don't know.
So you can see, guys.
Night, like what would be little night music like?
Oh, I don't know.
It's another one I've played, but as soon as I play them, I forget them.
That's okay. What is the internet for, Kid Monster? Sorry.
I'm a Yankee Doodle.
Can we go back to Les Miserables? Let me hum the song and see if you know the
Okay.
word.
Yeah, give us the song.
I can only hum it.
Hum it.
Okay. Da 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 da.
Oh, I know that song. Damn it!
Da 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 da.
Oh, stop singing! Stop singing!
Da 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 da.
Stop it, Jamie.
Something like it's a tavern owner song. Ba 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
That's a great song.
What? Hold on, Gail's
Gail?
talking.
They're looking for Kevin. They asked me to ask you to see if you
He's
know.
asleep.
He left?
No, I
He
think
fell
he went to
asleep.
sleep.
He fell asleep on his computer.
Yeah, he was snoring
Oh, okay.
earlier,
That's
so
why they
he's
want me to
probably.
ask you to wake him up.
Oh,
Okay, let me see. How do I?
Not
Oh,
in here.
Some of us were asleep on the couch with our cat.
he's still in the main room asleep, probably.
All right, let me go to the main room and see if I can
And you
find
wake him up. But we're
Yeah,
about
but-
done, so he better hurry up
You better wake
Should I
up.
close the room?
if you want.
yes.
We're not going to come up with anything else, and
Yeah, you wanted
even if you
hard
gave
ones,
us
Susan. I think I
another hour.
succeeded.
You succeeded? Oh,
Yeah,
God,
well,
that
we
means
need
we're
to
gonna
stop
do it
listening to
again.
Susan and just make them what we want, and not make them
Yeah,
super hard.
yeah.
I want them to be more difficult, you guys.
You do, not everybody else. People
Yes,
come to
everybody
play and have
does.
a good time, not have their
Everybody wants them more
brains
difficult.
explode.
They all say, I want them
I
to
want them to
do
be less difficult. That's my vote.
well,
They don't have to be.
Jamie,
They don't have to be
Jamie,
super easy. I just want them to be not terribly,
We
terribly
need a
hard.
word bank.
and Jamie,
did you win a
now
category
the
next
song
week, Ben?
nuts.
Alan,
What?
You could
so
make
Alan,
an
you
easy
know
one
that song?
for a category next week.
Yeah, I would, but
Yeah. So Alan, do you know that song?
school and
I
children are
absolutely,
making
but I
free
can't
time
think of the
difficult.
words of the name.
The problem is some people, these
Yeah.
are super easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand not wanting to have super easy. Totally. I just some
But
of
no,
these
but
are
to
just
some people it's super easy, other people it's difficult. You guys do your
exactly.
sci-fi ones and everybody else is like, what?
What is it?
Like we need a word bank.
Oh, Alan, so you can remember what the words are?
Absolutely not.
But you know,
I absolutely know what song you're talking about, but I can't
da,
think.
da, 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 da,
You
da,
did
da,
a
da,
very good job singing.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. I'm gonna kick myself when I see the answer. Something of the night. Something of the night. Da, 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 da.
1776 sounds like a song from Hamilton, but
I mean,
it's
is it
No,
Yeah.
that didn't play. It was actually out around the centennial or
Can
the
we pick like
bicentennial.
Yankee Doodle Dandy?
I'm a Yankee Doodle
Yeah, just pick
Dan.
Oh,
Yankee Doodle
actually,
Dandy
that's a good.
number one.
Put that
Can
down.
No.
we switch out our own musicals and then pick our favorite songs from those?
Yeah, like just put Yankee Doodle Dandy for number one.
We came up
do
with
that.
our own
Put that.
musicals.
Yankee Doodle Dandy is from.
I mean, 1776 is like
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
patriotic
That's
shit. Don't even.
yeah. Put Yankee
And
Doodle Dandy
Showboat.
down.
Put
Write that
Yankee
down.
Doodle Dandy and Showboat too.
For 1776.
No,
Sure, that was in there,
that's
right?
the fucking national anthem.
Oh.
Alrighty, Rue. We had a good time singing songs in our group.
Yep.
The right
Yeah,
group.
I was finding it interesting how many songs people were singing that aren't from any of these plays.
Yeah.
We didn't get Kevin. Where
I
the
fell
hell was
asleep.
Kevin?
I was
He was
sleeping.
asleep,
you?
and I finally woke him up, but it was too late for him to
Hi,
come.
Faith.
Like, and
Can we
Kevin,
go
I
back
fucking
with
woke up and
Kevin?
showed up.
Nope.
No.
Can we go
We woke
back
him
to
up
our
before you
room with
went.
Kevin?
Matata, what a wonderful.
No, we picked something else.
Okay. You've got my shared screen, right?
Yes, we sure
Yes.
do.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to play for you the I've lost all the people.
Nice graphic there, Gail.
So did you remember when you shared it to say share sound?
No, I didn't.
All right, so unshare it and start it again.
Rob
Yep.
read my mind.
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's why she has the musical notes on her background today.
Right. And I learned how to do this from
And
Rob.
they're all backward.
And, Rob.
All right. So Rob,
You're
if
the
you
answer.
don't, if she messes up, it's your fault.
And by the way, I did not put Fiddler on the Roof in because there were too many good songs.
There are way too many good
You wouldn't
songs.
know which one it was.
The notes are back.
Number one, 7076. It is Sit Down, John.
Never heard of it.
26.
Sit down, John. God, sit down.
Hey, Hamilton fans, why don't
It's
you
hot
give
as hell in Philadelphia.
1776 a try too?
Never heard of it.
After all, this musical takes us on a journey towards the adoption of the Declaration of Independence. At the time, it offered a different way to view
John
the
Adams.
U.S. founding fathers. More like humans with flaws rather than perfect patriotic gods. That outlook is present from the very start of the show, especially in the song Sit Down, John.
I say vote yes, vote yes,
For independency.
How have you guys heard of this? I've never heard of this.
Paints a humorous
Robin
picture of
got
a
it.
Congress that can't be
Huh.
bothered
Well,
with
Robin
the
knows.
My daughter
Robin does
played Ben
Broadway
Franklin.
shows all the time.
I picked the
When I'm
wrong
looking them all, I
song.
think it's Howard Johnson.
I've
Is
seen
that
this
a
play. I've seen this play probably 50 times, and I picked the wrong.
really? Never seen it once.
That's why they don't all have descriptions of why they picked it. That one was the longest one, but it does have a description. Sometimes they tell you and sometimes they don't.
Wait a minute, Rob, you've seen 1776 50 times?
They did it in my high school, so it was like 7 times. Then I saw it on Broadway, and then I saw the movie, and I have the DVD, and I take it out pretty much every July 4th and play it.
Wow, wow.
It's a great play, by the way, if you haven't seen it.
It is a great play.
Huh. What's it about?
1776.
Signing the Declaration of Independence.
World War II.
That's cool. Hamilton.
And it is historically accurate.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
Mariah, of course.
And now, a
Oh.
musical you may not know much about.
Okay. The third one.
Actually got
Oh,
one.
no.
Wow.
Yay!
And Yankees.
So it is Lola.
Shit, Kelly. Oh man.
Lola.
That's the one you wanted, Alan?
And Yankees.
No, I didn't. I said I love that one because I was in love with Lola.
Okay, number 4.
Oh, we got that one too.
Wow.
Happened on the way to the forum.
What's the sound?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everyone that's comedy.
I'm not surprised by those, but I do.
I didn't know this
It's
was
Comedy Tonight. I think most of you got that one, actually.
No.
No.
Nope.
I got
Yeah,
it
yeah.
sometimes.
Number
I
5.
got that one too.
56 on their list.
Yay,
These had sound, though. These had sound.
This is one of the
We're
best
getting
songs
sound.
in the world.
What did
Yeah,
I
that's
do wrong,
sound.
Rob?
There's sound. You're playing it
We're
fine.
getting
Turn up
sound.
volume.
It's
Rob-
just too many people are talking.
We can hear it. It's playing fine. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's playing.
can't
Okay,
hear it.
I didn't hear it.
You paused it.
Number 5 is Porgy and Bess.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the most beautiful
That's
songs in the world. So beautiful.
Porgy and
Okay, this is
Oh, it was a little racist.
Everyone's a little bit racist.
Talking to me?
Okay. Hi.
the next one.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Send in the Clowns.
Oh.
A little night
Oh.
music.
Ever liked this song?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I love
There's
this
one
song.
thing Stephen Sondheim could always do. It was write a song for a true actor. That's what's so great about all of his art. But
Look at her
especially his
cheekbones.
work
It
in
just cuts
1970s
right.
A
It
Little
cuts
Night
right
Music.
to it.
We love the alliterative
Yeah.
whirlwind that is the Miller's Son.
It's a wink and a wiggle and a giggle on the grass, and I'll trip the light fandango. A pinch and a diddle in the middle of what passes by.
And we can't ignore the mysterious beauty of liaisons. Yet ultimately, we know there's only one right answer here. Send in the Clowns is perhaps Sondheim's most famous song, and certainly one of his best.
I thought that you would want what I want. Sorry,
My dear.
So where are the clowns?
His picture, Send in
Oh.
number
Man River?
39, Old Man River, Showboat.
Oh, wrong. Yeah.
I should have got that.
Number 39, number
Oh, being
Company.
Someone to need you too much. Someone to know you too well. Someone to pull you up short.
It's time for more Sondheim, and we couldn't be more delighted. Company is one of the maestro's most excellent shows.
Never heard of it.
Stuffed to the brim.
I haven't
with
either.
stories we can't get
Not.
enough of. There's the hysterical Getting Married Today.
Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear it. Do you want to see a crazy lady fall apart in front of you? It isn't only Waldo may be ruining his life. You know, both of us, he's losing our identities. I telephoned my analyst about it, and he said to see you Monday, but by Monday I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well, so I'm not getting married.
And The Ladies Who Lunch is a showstopper.
Oh, it's Aubrey Plaza's friend.
But Being Alive isn't just one of Sondheim's best Act 2 numbers, it's one of his best songs, point blank. The number expertly navigates the positives of being in a relationship while examining why those exact same things make commitment so scary. Plus, it's got a beautiful melody to boot.
Never heard of it.
Man of Mantra?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we put this down, but I don't. Is this to dream the impossible dream?
So good,
We said
surpass
that.
the production they come from. So is the case with this stirring song about hope and courage from Man of La Mancha. The musical is a meta version of the story of Don Quixote, and the Don himself sings the impossible dream when explaining the importance of his quest.
This is my quest to follow that star, no matter how
Since the musical, a number of famous
Look at
performers
her.
have recorded the song, including Frank Sinatra, The Temptations, Glenn Campbell, and even Cher. It's no wonder it's been mentioned in over 60 of our videos. Talk about a great tune.
Also Gomer Pyle.
Oh yeah.
Jim Neighbors. My parents had that
Jim
album.
Neighbors. I think we did too.
The Lion King? I think most of you got this one.
Yep.
Circle of Life. Okay.
No, damn it.
Did you choose Hakuna Matata?
I said Hakuna Matata, but I got talked out of it.
We said Circle of Life.
I had Circle of Life and they talked me out of it and we put Hakuna
The
Matata.
Circle of
Followed it up
Life.
3 years later. Julie Taymor directed the stage version, creating a totally immersive world.
You get shivers in the show when they start singing
While
that.
the entire
Yep.
show
Really
is
good.
amazing, the opening number
I saw this show in London.
sets the tone and is
Yeah?
an absolute
Yeah, we saw it in London and in Broadway and Boston. Saw it 3 times.
I saw it in Disney World and Animal Kingdom.
I
was
watched
good.
it. I watched it on VHS.
It was very good.
Yeah, I watched
We
it on,
already knew
on
we
a
loved
screen.
the song from the film version, but on stage, it takes on a brand new
We
life
saw it on
as a
Disney as
proper
well, Rob.
Broadway opener.
Yeah, someone saw like the Star Wars prequels and said, "Yeah, we also should do a prequel with the James Earl Jones."
Oh, what a
voice.
beautiful morning! Really?
I'll cross that one out.
Oh.
the corn is as high
Mm.
as an elephant's arm.
Oh.
Remember what we said about opening numbers? Well, this is definitely a fan favorite, suggested nearly
Yeah.
70 times over the course of Mojo history. But when it
Really?
comes to Oklahoma, we had a harder time settling on Oh What a Beautiful Morning than you might think.
Hugh Jackman.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
beautiful Hugh
Holy
Jackman.
Room is one of the
You
most
didn't know what
haunting
was
numbers
going
to
to
ever
sing,
grace
did
the
you,
stage.
Susan?
And the show's titular piece is certainly something to behold. I Can't Say No is a solo number for the ages. Plus, people will say We're in Love.
It's
is
Sean
a
Cassidy's
great
mom.
duet. But still, there's just something
Where
about
is it?
that lone cowboy on stage.
Yeah.
Oh What a Beautiful Morning is the perfect scene setter, and we'll never tire of it.
Yay.
Okay, and finally, number one.
One day more.
One Day More, Les Miserables.
One day more, another day, another destiny.
Is that Tim Minchin?
Never-ending road to Calvary.
Finally
Is it
made it to
Ginger?
number one. It feels like this was a no-brainer.
yeah,
With all of its
Ginger.
astounding songs, Les Mis was destined for greatness. Songs like I Dreamed a Dream and Bring Him Home are achingly beautiful. Stars and On My Own deftly let us in on the inner thoughts of the characters. And Do You Hear the People Sing is a protest song to end all protest songs.
Oh,
I thought it would have been that one.
But nothing gets us going like One Day More.
My place is here. I fight with you. One day more. We will join these people's heroes. We will follow.
It's a gladiator.
This perfectly chilling Act 1 closer features beautiful vocal arrangements along with an everlasting image of revolt. What more could you ask for? One day.
Okay.
Are you going
Sure.
to paste the answers into the chat for us?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
I have them also written down on my side here too. All right, so this might be the difficult one we were looking for.
It was really I loved this category because
Thank you,
I
Gail.
thought I knew everything and we got a 5.
Wow. That might be a
It
high
was,
score.
part of it was like if you have a show with it was almost like mono rules. If you have a show with a lot of really popular songs, you had to choose whether to pick that show and
Right.
pick a song or pick a different show where you
Right.
think there's a
We
song
named
that's fun.
songs. We named songs from all of them but one, multiple songs, but we just chose the wrong one.
Like we knew Sit Down, John, Sit Down, and then we chose not to pick that at the end.
James Bond was woken up by today's earthquake. What'd you get?
3.
Okay, good job. This too shall pass.
Oh, I thought we did terrible, but I guess not. We got 4.
Ooh, we'll quit drinking if you let us win.
We got 6.
Ooh,
Yeah. And McConnell calls kettle black.
5.
Feeling a lot better about 5.
Yeah, 4.5. Good job, Gail. Took a while to get it explained, but it's actually a good category. Okay, good job.
I love that category.
Next week, I have 2 people. I need 2 more people, one and a bonus. I've got Peggy and Jamie. Anybody volunteering?
I already
I'll
have a
volun-
category.
I'll-
I have a category that could be a bonus if you'd like.
Bonus? Okay. What'd you say, Kevin?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought it was Kevin.
No, I said I would volunteer if they allow me to do the category I was going to do.
I don't even know where to go with that. Is somebody else going to do it because he doesn't want to do it?
What
is it?
Will you accept any answer that actually fits the riddle, or only the ones you're thinking of?
Okay, somebody else got a category?
This mysterious evil laugh as an answer. I don't like it.
Sorry, the one I've already done could be a category or a bonus.
Who is on next week?
I've got Jamie, Peggy, and the bonus looks like it's Gail. Okay, I'll ask again in a few minutes. Next round is Karl. It's a bonus round. What do you got, Karl?
All right. The bonus round.
Actually, sign me up. I have an idea already.
Okay, Robin.
Oh, there we
any
go.
10 of the
Hey.
11 Star Trek TV series other than the original show, not counting anything currently in production that hasn't been released.
Right, that hasn't been released. We can do things that are already on TV, right?
Right. Just can't do anything that isn't available for viewing.
So no
These are all
Starfleet
official
Academy.
from Paramount.
Any series from television, streaming, any series. Breakout rooms. Open all rooms.
Join.
Star Trek TV series, except for the original series. And I
Okay.
think he said that aren't currently in production, but I'm just going to name all the ones I can think of.
Okay.
Go for it.
Beyond.
Okay, I'm just writing them down to see if I can. Let's
I
see.
will not be of any assistance here.
Deep.
I will if after I'll agree to them after you've written them down.
Generation. And I heard someone saying Deep Space Nine. That's one
One,
of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have
The
7.
Voyager,
I have
Deep
seven.
Space Nine.
Uh-huh.
Picard.
Yep.
The cartoon series.
There's a cartoon series.
I'll put that as the bottom. Discovery.
Enterprise. Voyager.
Did
you writing them down?
Who's writing them down?
I only have I have these written down. Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, the cartoon, Enterprise, Darkness and Beyond, Voyager, Darkness and Beyond.
I think that's all the ones that I have. I didn't have the cartoon one.
It's only 7.
A different cartoon one, because not the one that came out like in the 70s or whatever, but Lower Decks.
Oh yeah, I heard
Wait,
about that.
did he say we can't use the one with Riker and all that?
The original one, the original series. We're not doing the original series. All the ones we mentioned are not the original series.
Well, there's the original series and the one with, and then there's the Next Generation.
Yes, Next Generation was the second series. We haven't mentioned the original series because the original series is just Star Trek.
And we can't do that. We only have 8.
So we can put down Next Generation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we'd gotten that one or not yet.
Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek the
Voyager.
cartoon, Enterprise, Voyager, Darkness Beyond, and Lower Decks.
Darkness Beyond. I don't recall that one.
No, no.
What?
Into Darkness and Beyond, Star Trek Beyond. 2 separate ones.
Oh.
Can you see? Not that you can read my writing.
Okay.
Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Star Trek the cartoon. I don't know if that's what it was called. Enterprise, Voyager, Into Darkness, Beyond, and Lower Decks.
I'm trying to think with the tagline, but the animated one would have been in the early 70s. I could see the characters in my head right now. So, Star Trek animated, just to keep it separate.
Not Star Trek the cartoon.
I don't think it would be called cartoon. It is a cartoon, but I don't think the name had cartoon in it.
Well, no, but for us, it was just called Star Trek, right? But it was just a cartoon.
But say the animated
Got it.
Star Trek.
Got it.
Is what I would say.
So that's only 8. Are there any in plan? Oh, are there any in plans now that have not come out? Or any that are just like on Netflix or something like that?
I haven't paid attention because I don't have Paramount. I watched Star Trek when you could watch it for free. So I've never even seen Picard.
Picard.
I just know. I know about it, but I haven't.
Wait, we didn't say Picard. Hello.
I said
I
Picard.
thought that was the first one. Yeah.
No, Next Generation.
No, we said Picard. You just didn't have that
I didn't
down.
write it down. Okay, so these are the 9. Okay, then we have 9. 1, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, the animated Star Trek, the animated cartoon, Enterprise, Voyager, Into Darkness, Beyond, Lower Decks, and Picard. Now, wasn't there one after Picard that had Whoopi Goldberg in it? I heard her talking about it on The View.
Well,
she was on Deep Space Nine.
She was
no, but it was
on the Next Generation.
She was talking about working with Picard again, I thought. Is there one planned with her in it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 9.
I mean, that's still good for us because Karl's not on the team. He would know him. Has Karl visited us yet?
No, I don't think so.
Does the movie series doesn't count, right? Because they're all numbered. That's a series.
I think didn't he say TV? I don't have access to my can someone look in their chat? I don't have access to chat.
Can you, Robin and Susan?
My chat.
I think he said if he wrote it down. I don't know if he posted anything in chat. I
He
think he said
says
TV
not
series.
counting any unreleased future series currently in production.
Okay. But it was a series, not a movie. Yeah,
I
because
don't know. It's hard to talk to somebody who's a raccoon,
if he
polar bear, or
if
whatever
he,
you are.
if he meant movies, there would be more options than the one he said.
Is that a
So
polar
I
bear?
think it's just
Are
a
you a
TV
polar
series.
bear? Are you a polar bear, Paula?
Discovery.
We have that.
No.
Okay, let me read mine because when we read the list separately, because we're in different order. So these are the ones that I have. Picard, Discovery, Voyager, Enterprise, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Lower Decks, and then you had Into Darkness, the animated series, and Beyond.
That's 10.
Okay.
And then there's another one, New Worlds, Strange New Worlds.
What is that the name?
Yeah, that was the one that I was thinking of that was like on Netflix or something that I watched one episode and I didn't want to commit to it.
And it's called Strange New Worlds?
Yeah, but we already have 10. Don't trust my brain. I'd rather trust your brain than mine.
Well, I'm okay with this grouping of 10.
Okay.
That we have.
Good. So Robin, names that oh well, we're being recorded right now. Okay. If anyone's listening, this is in very bad taste. But we decided not to have these names. We were we didn't say the names. We were just trying to come up with one that had to do with the
CEO
that was shot.
Oh.
Ooh, that's getting really ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen so much controversy over something.
Yeah,
that
it's
was
like
about
Trump voters just discussed. It was like I was saying something like death in on the streets of New York. Trumpers just realized that 35,000 people die every month because of being denied health care, right?
I think this will spark a very fruitful conversation.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to change. They're just going to hire more security guards.
And you know what? Did you read? They started on time. These sociopaths, their colleague is murdered, and they started their meeting on time.
And they immediately put out an ad for a new CEO.
Wow. So they knew that he had been shot, and then they still...
He was right out the entrance.
This is like on 9/11. I heard that law firms and other companies in the Twin Towers regrouped and were running their companies again in Midtown by the next day.
Well, I got to keep in business, I guess.
But think about the part of yourself, the empathy that you have to put aside to do to make the horrific decisions they're making, the horrific unnecessary decisions that they are justifying for the sake of profits. Healthcare should not be a for-profit business.
I agree.
Same with
100%.
prisons.
100%.
Right. Same thing with prisons. If people want to spend extra money and get extra fancy healthcare, extra fancy things, they can pay for that. But it shouldn't be a for-profit.
Did you see what
I wish
Celestia wrote today?
Obama had agreed with you back when he was president.
Well, he barely got that passed. It's not
but he enshrined for-profit health care.
Well, he barely got it passed. I'm saying it was that or nothing.
You know what I'm worried Trump is going to do, because he's just like a disgusting person rubbing his DNA all over the place. Because Obamacare is actually quite popular when you break down what the elements are and what it does. I'm thinking that they'll just change like one minor thing and
Yeah.
start calling it Trump Care to put his name on
Ugh.
it, but it essentially will still be the Affordable Care Act and
Yeah.
Obamacare. That's what I'm worried they're going to do.
Well, if it was affordable, I would like it a lot more. It's
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
rapid transit district was never rapid in
Yeah.
LA.
Like, but you know, these things, these refusal to pay for things is so ridiculous. Like, my husband went to the emergency room with an infection in the hip where he had had hip replacement surgery. And at the emergency room at Chomp, they said, we need to put you in an ambulance and take you to Stanford right now. They put him in an ambulance. They took him to Stanford. He spent 9 days in the hospital at Stanford getting IV antibiotics and having more surgery. And that was initially refused as not medically necessary. It's such a ridiculous, absurd game. It's this game playing. Like, do you think that the surgery that he had was billed at $335,000? Now, I'm pretty sure the insurance company didn't actually pay $335,000 for that. But do they think that they're playing a game with like rich people who are going to just pay the $335,000 and go, oh, no, everybody does battle with the insurance company to correct the wrong that has been done, and it's a completely unnecessary battle. Just be fucking reasonable at the beginning, and we don't have to have a battle.
I refinanced my house 3 times to pay for medical bills.
Oh my God.
grandmother's medical bills twice and my mom's, and I ended up losing my house. And it was all for healthcare bills. And when I figured out one time how many times I paid for my house, like over and over and over.
Yeah, we've paid for ours 2 or 3 times over.
Yeah, but I lost my house because of it basically was debt from healthcare for my
And
elders.
nobody's personal fortune should turn on their health.
Right.
Everyone's personal fortune should turn on their work history.
Right.
Their earnings history, not their health.
Well, I don't even think that.
My mom worked 25 years at the same job, and then they fired her when a corporation bought the hospital because her healthcare premium, whatever it cost. And so she lost her job of 25 years, and she was one of their highest producing bill collectors. My grandma had a union job for 30 years.
Yeah,
and
it shouldn't be tied to your job at all because
and a pension. And she and my grandfather, they lost everything they'd ever saved because of healthcare in the last years of their life.
I'm so depressed now. Thanks. Can we talk about kittens for a while? It's depressing. It's
And
not
the
like
good
we
news
can do anything about it.
The good news is people are waking up, and finally, maybe we'll have health care.
Well, they're waking up, and we've elected the wrong person.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
we'll have health
what do
care
you have for health
8
insurance,
years.
Susan? Because you
Right,
have
California.
You had Medicare, but you're not 65 yet.
I know. I don't have any income. I don't work.
And you get Medicare for that?
Mm-hmm.
Medicare or Medicaid?
Medi-Cal.
Medi-Cal.
It's great. I love it.
Yay! Everyone should have it.
Yeah, they should.
I think our team is going to do very well.
And by the way,
Alrighty.
so Brandy, what I was talking about, you can Google that. It's all over YouTube now. Like people took their old, footage from old video cameras, and now it's on YouTube. Sharing what that was like, if you want to watch it.
All right, here come the answers. Star Trek: The Animated Series.
Oh, I should have remembered that one.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yep.
Star Trek: Deep Space Nine. Star Trek: Voyager.
Oh.
Star Trek: Enterprise, or just Enterprise.
Or just Enterprise.
Would also be acceptable.
Enterprise, yeah.
Star Trek: Discovery.
Yep.
Star Trek: Lower Decks.
Yep.
Hey, Paula.
Star Trek: Prodigy.
Great
Star
show.
Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Yep.
Star Trek: Picard.
And what are we
Star
missing?
Trek: Short Treks.
Oh.
Yes.
That was a web series.
It's considered a
technically,
series, and
they're
they
all
even
web
call it a
series
TV
for
series, even though it's
Enterprise.
not on television.
What about
And we
What
did
about
talk about that. I actually said, hey, they made web series for that. Yeah.
Not Genesis.
is that we're Beyond and Into Darkness short
Beyond and
trips?
Into Darkness, those are movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
That's the one I showed you the clip of before.
And I think
Who is that, Wendy? You're
It's
on
Will
mute.
Wheaton. Or
Was-
I'm sorry, it's Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton.
Was New Horizons on that?
You're on mute,
You're on
Wendy.
mute.
No such, nope.
No.
No such TV
Okay.
series.
Wendy, you are on mute. Mute.
New Horizons was not part of that.
Okay, what was that, Wendy?
That's Will Wheaton used to live in my neighborhood.
Oh,
and-
Will Wheaton.
Yeah, and I bumped into him at the post office. So
On purpose?
Oh,
You're
Wendy's
muted again. Wendy.
You muted again.
You should watch where you're walking, Wendy.
Yeah, don't be
Be
running.
very
people.
careful.
I wouldn't have recognized him.
Did anyone get hurt?
He looks like just like some kid.
You're muted, Wendy.
I wonder why she keeps getting
Yeah.
muted.
Well,
Okay.
you got to be careful if you bump the space bar, maybe that because I think space bar is what can toggle mute.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
is it?
So anyway, that's
very
a long
cool.
time ago. That was 2012.
How did you recognize him? He looks like just some
He
guy.
looks like himself.
Yeah.
Like most people.
Carl, was Strange New Worlds a movie or a series?
It's a
TV
current
series.
series. It's a current series.
Series, Carl?
It is a series.
Okay, I know Will
Sorry, you
Wheaton
guys.
is related to Star Trek somehow, but who is he?
Wesley. It's
Wesley
Oh, that
Crusher
nasty
on Next
kid.
Generation. And he's also, I mean, like he was a working actor. He was in other shows. But
Who was it? Stand
I
By
live
Me.
in a neighborhood where there's a lot of studios in the San Fernando Valley. And it's just like any other job, like you want to live close to work. So there's a lot of actors just living their lives in my neighborhood.
I wouldn't even recognize him because
He sometimes shows up, I think, as himself on The Big Bang Theory.
Bang
Yes,
Theory.
he's
right.
been in
Not
quite
anymore.
a few episodes of that.
Carl,
Yeah.
what was The Prodigy?
Star Trek Prodigy.
Cartoon show.
It is an animated show.
Animated series.
Yeah, it was a
It's on Netflix.
It's a good show. It's more geared toward kids, but it is entirely viewable by adults without any issues.
And
It's not
Kate
juvenile.
Mulgrew. Kate
Even though it's
Mulgrew is
cartoon.
is a hologram.
Yes.
It's really good, even though they basically canceled it after they had the second season produced, and Netflix had to pick it up.
I haven't seen a lot of these. I've seen the some of the movies and then of course the original series, but I was trying to remember the little pictures on Netflix, you know. I've got all those saved. One day I'm going to watch them all.
So other than Picard and Discovery, they're all pretty good.
Okay, so let's
Discovery was up and down, but I liked a lot of it.
Yeah, Discovery. I didn't like the
It was
first
up and
season.
down, and I just
I
liked
didn't like
most of it.
So Picard's last season may have been like a really, really good season, up there with some of the other seasons.
Well, that's when they stopped listening to Patrick Stewart, who was the one who was pushing to have it be distanced from Next
Right,
Gen,
Not like Star
right.
and they just said, "Let's go whole hog,
Right.
make it."
And every
a fan
episode they
service.
introduced another character from the Next Generation
Yeah.
until they were all in it.
There's something to be said. There's an argument to be made that, yeah, if you're doing a show called Picard, it shouldn't be just everyone in the Next Generation. But it just
when
happened
they
that last
when they
season.
traveled back in time in season 2 was not. I didn't care for it.
Oh, they did time travel.
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it was Q who
La
snapped his
la la
fingers
la
and
la
changed
la
history.
la la la.
Yeah, don't give it away. Karen hasn't watched it.
Oh, come on. Jeez.
What?
Time travel.
What is
Not
all
time
that?
travel, alternate reality.
Well,
Whatever. Then it's already ruined. Okay, so scores.
So
All right.
Susan,
Mhm.
Susan,
Yeah.
Susan, why is there two things that say Game 244 Season 5?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
I thought I changed it.
for shame.
Oh,
we'll look
I
down
know where I
below.
changed it. I changed it.
Down there. That should
Okay,
be
no,
saying
here's where I
6.
changed it. I changed it here.
Oh.
No.
So did you say
changed it.
244 at the beginning? Do we have to re-record this whole
Oh, we gotta start over.
night?
Replay the whole
Start
thing.
all over. Everybody look fresh. Get Jim. Get him back here.
Wake Kevin up.
Wake Kevin up. Who else did we lose?
Well,
Lee and
now-
Jean disappeared somewhere. I
Now
don't know
that Gail
where they
knows how to do the editing, she can have you just do the voiceover for that one little part, and she will edit it into
Why
the
don't
main
we
thing.
just do
There you
time
go.
travel? Just time travel. That's
You
all.
don't
you
like
go.
time travel.
Well, it solves everything.
Actually, usually not. Apparently, you never watch time travel movies.
I have. I watched the whales, the voyage home. That's time travel, but it
That
was
was a
good
nice
time
use
travel.
of time travel, yeah.
That was a really good use of time travel. It was very clever.
Did you hear that apparently the humpback whale population has exploded, and they were making jokes? They're all like, "Oh, thanks, Captain Kirk." I saw that on the internet the other day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's really thanks to
good.
Scotty and his discovery sort of transparent aluminum.
That's true. Okay, so here we go. So it's
Hello,
really close.
computer.
Look at this 25, 25, 19, and 22. That's one of the closest games I've ever seen. All right. We all did equally about the same.
Before you allow people to put in scores, are you finally filled out for next week round?
Yeah, I just need one more. No, I've got everybody. It's all there.
Okay.
Jamie, Peggy, Gail, Robin, and Gail.
All right.
Thank you for checking, though, Carl. Okay, so team number James Bond was waking up.
10.
You know,
I mean, I'll take all 11 if I can, because we could use some. We could use an extra point, but
this too shall pass.
well,
It's
is
not
it stuck
showing.
not updating us again?
No, it's right there.
You're right, but you're gonna
You
have
see
to
it,
unshare and
we don't.
reshare. We don't see it.
Oh, well, that's your problem. I'm sharing.
Well,
Yay! It finally updated. I wanted to see my 10.
Oh,
Those
whatever.
points.
Bring
Okay.
it back.
All right.
There we go.
This too shall pass, we all hope.
Can we just leave it right there? Wait, no, just
Yes.
don't. Just stop
Can we
right
please
there.
stop the count?
Stop the count.
Stop the count.
We were at 10 also.
Oh,
nice.
Darn you guys.
All right.
Well, that
Quit
baked us.
drinking if you let us win.
You only got 8.
Damn.
For
That sounds
shame.
bad.
Oh, squeaker.
Yeah.
McConnell calls kettle black.
8.
Whoa.
Whoa. Look at that.
Look at that.
9.0 on the score.
Tie
Too
for
easy. Too easy, Carl.
We
Nope, it was awesome. I loved it.
I like people to have fun and enjoy the round. I don't care if it's easy or hard, as long as they enjoy it.
Yeah, we did.
Agreed.
Whatever.
Yay! Well
Yay.
done.
Hey.
All right. 32.
Well, and you got to have the easy ones to balance out the ones that melt your brain.
It's true.
Right?
Wait,
I like to be challenged.
Who did the brain melting this time? I don't know who.
That
Oh.
we none of us really watch musicals, so our well, that's
Oh,
why
yes, it
we got
was the
the
musical.
we got the 3 in the musical round.
So you know what we did this weekend? We Paula came up here and we did 2 puzzles. And the last day we did a puzzle. The last 2 days we did a puzzle. And it was wonderful. It's so relaxing. I've not relaxed like that in a long time. We put on a Hercule Poirot book on tape, 6 hours, and we did a Hercule Poirot puzzle. And Paula says she's never watched any Poirot. And Paula, I need to ask you, because every time I've told the story to somebody, my neighbors and whatever today, they're like, what? She doesn't know any Hercule. She doesn't know any Agatha
No, I know
Christie.
the character.
I
I know
don't even
that
know this
character's
name you're saying, so I guess it's
I
not.
know the name.
What are you talking
But
about?
I really don't watch Agatha Christie type mysteries.
Okay, so I
Sorry.
have to ask you this, and everybody else, don't give away the solution. Are you waving, Vincent?
Yeah, bye.
Oh, bye.
Good night.
Bye,
Bye,
Vincent.
Vincent.
Hi,
My
Vincent.
question is, are there people here who have never seen or read an Agatha Christie?
That's me.
Wow.
I've seen things like Death on the Nile and
Ramiro
stuff like
and
that, but I've
Janine
never
as well.
read.
And
I
Brandy,
never read any of her books.
Never read
But
the
I've seen
books.
some of the movies based on her
Yeah,
books.
I
I only
haven't
saw
read, but
one or
my
2
mom was a
versions of
big
movies.
Agatha
I actually
Christie
bought
fan.
some of her books just because of you, Susan.
oh, you did, but you haven't read
Yeah,
them?
not yet.
But so there are people here that don't know what Death on the Nile is?
Well, see, those were those Hallmark series
More
of
like yeah,
drama.
from like BBC would make them, and they'd play
Right,
on
Alan.
PBS.
Alan. Good night, Alan.
Masterpiece Theater.
Good Alan,
Neil.
sister.
Hi, Alan.
Alan.
Or do you
Thanks
not
for
know?
coming.
So do you guys not know? And then there were none.
10 Little Indians.
Oh, I saw that. I
Indians?
did see
That's one
that
of the
play in
books I
local
got.
theater. That was Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Called 10 Little Indians. Yes.
Okay. Or Death on the Nile.
Yep,
Or
I
the
know that
Yeah,
Orient
one.
Express.
that's
Is
a
that her?
well-known movie.
Okay,
Lots of
now
famous
that you know
people
what
in it.
that is, right?
Did you
Yeah.
do Murder on the Orient Express?
Or how about Murder on
Yep.
the Orient Express? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that one I've seen.
Okay, so you guys have, but you just didn't realize they were Agatha Christie.
No, I
Well,
didn't
we
recognize
realized
the
that
name you said in the beginning.
Agatha Christie?
Hercule
No.
No,
Poirot
You said
is their
French name.
Belgian or Belgian character.
Yep.
Thanks,
Played very well
Peggy.
recently
Hercule
by Kevin
Poirot.
Branagh.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for all the help.
Hi, Peggy.
Hey, Susan,
Uh,
I'm sorry. I have to back out of next week. I just remembered that I'm having some work kind of, anyway, I'm having dinner with somebody that I used to work with.
Okay, I'll
So
put you on the following week. I
I'm
know for
sorry.
next week.
Yeah, I can do it next week.
No, what?
A week
The
after
next week.
next.
Yeah, the
Okay.
following week. 2
Rob,
weeks from
can I
tonight.
put you on next week? Because
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
just trading you. Is
So
that
Okay.
Poirot, Rob, is her is
one of
the
her
guy
characters?
that solves the mysteries.
Hercule
Was
Poirot.
he in Murder on the Orient
Orient
Express?
Express, yeah.
10 Little Indians?
Yeah.
No, he's not into Little Indians.
Mustache.
He's a detective, right?
Yeah, he's a detective.
And
Belgian.
he's Belgian, but everyone thinks he's French.
Right. So he's in. So have you seen Death on the Nile? How
Because
about
as
the
I learned
Mousetrap?
in Belgium, about half the country speaks French. So that's
Yeah.
probably.
How about the Mousetrap or the Mousetrap?
That's not familiar. I don't think I've
Go
read
watch,
it.
go watch
I've
the
heard
recent
that
Kevin
one.
Branagh
The
movie.
Three Blind
They're all
Mice.
good.
It's also in America. It's called Three Blind Mice.
Yes.
That's not ever been produced outside of the play in England, right?
Three Blind Mice. Okay,
But
so the Mousetrap is in England, but they made a deal that it could never be broadcast until the play stops playing at the theater.
Right.
But they changed the name to Three Blind Mice, and it's everywhere.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Three Blind Mice.
I knew the part where they couldn't do it, so I've never seen it.
Yeah, I went, that was on my bucket list to see Three Blind Mice or the Mousetrap in England at the theater that they always show it at. And it's played for 50 years or something.
Yeah, it's the
Been on
longest
forever.
play of all time.
Then another famous one is Witness for the Prosecution, or The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, or The Adventure. I just find it. Anyway, I was telling my neighbors today about what Paula said, that she didn't really know any of these Agatha Christie's, and I said, and they're like, no, wait, one woman went like this.
No, but if you said it like that, I would give that reaction too, because I've heard of those movies. I just haven't read her books. And I
But
knew
you've seen
who Hercule Poirot is, but I didn't watch any of the shorts because I wasn't into her style
but
of
it's
mystery.
not that you haven't heard of him. I know, I understood you've heard of him, but she was like, she doesn't know any of these. And I said, I
Well,
don't
if you said it
think
like
so.
that, I don't know any of these, then I would have that same reaction. I do know about them.
No, about them. But
yeah,
but you don't know the stories or anything. And I said it was really nice because I was able to watch the movie or listen to the book with Paula, and she doesn't know. And it felt it was neat to watch it through your eyes, like I'd stop and say, okay, he's about ready to reveal who the murderer is. Do you know who the murderer is? It was fun. I was saying it was fun.
This is like when I had Paula over my house, Paula Serrano, and got her to watch her first ever episode of any Star Trek.
Wow.
And she's, wow, what's this guy with the pointy ears? I was, wow.
She didn't know about that?
She had
I
never
know
seen
Star
an
Trek
episode.
played in South America, in Argentina and whatnot.
So we watched, so let's see, Karl or Ben should guess what was the episode I played for her as a very
Tribbles.
first.
City on the Edge of Forever.
Ben gets a gold star. City on the Edge of Forever.
Heck yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Why that one?
Because it's
That
one
was
of
a
the
great
best.
episode.
Fabulous.
Which one is it?
Despite the fact that the person who wrote the story hates the episode.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
what is
it's
the
also
story?
It's also a love story, so it's more
Yeah.
like a play, and Paula really likes plays, so I thought you would like that.
What was the story? I don't remember that
It
one.
involves time travel, Susan. That's all you
Time
need.
Yeah, that's
travel,
why
you
you don't
blanked
like
it
it.
out.
He falls in
Well, and
love with
who is
some
in it? Who's
lady
the love
and
interest?
He has to make a
oh,
decision.
Yeah.
If you could change things.
Oh, is it the one with McCoy? He
Yes.
has, oh, I
Yeah.
know that one.
Yeah, he goes
Yeah.
crazy.
And despite what you said before about time travel fixes all your problems, he jumps back in and the Federation is gone. Yes.
Yeah, that was a stupid time travel movie. It really pissed me off. He didn't have no
It was
business.
fantastic. I want to stay
one of my
on because I
favorites.
want to hear Gail talking about this, but I'm going to stay until you guys are done with this conversation because I want to hear Gail's game thing.
I'm just going to show it to you. I have it on my screen.
Yeah, because I
Just
went
show
and
you the
looked
game.
and I was looking through
And
the different things and you had to pay for a lot of stuff. And some were saying like, oh, and it's I've gotten frustrated this game because you have to buy boosters for it. And I'm thinking, that's what I want to avoid. I just want to.
Well, that's what I like about this is that you don't have to pay.
Okay, let's see,
oh,
Gail.
and Rob, season 2 of Picard, yes, it's alternate reality, but they also have to travel back to 2024 Los Angeles.
Uh-oh.
So there's both.
I'll give it
We
that.
know
I'll
what
give it
that's
that.
like.
Trouble with
By the way,
Chase is really good.
did you see the episode of with the Guardian of Forever in Discovery?
Yeah, of course.
I got chills.
Night, Brandy and Kyle.
All right,
What
I gotta
I'm
go
showing
too.
you-
Bye,
Good night, Las
people.
Vegas.
Next week.
Good night, Rob.
Okay, what is it?
What I'm showing you, Susan, these are the games.
Oh,
All
cool.
of these are games.
Show us one.
Show us one of
Raindrop,
your
that
favorites.
looks cool.
So which one of your favorites
I
that
want
you're
a
really
puzzle
good at?
one.
What,
a word
what
puzzle.
kind of game would you like to see?
A puzzle.
Something you like that you're good at, so you can demonstrate it
Oh, I
really.
like a lot of them though.
Well, pick a favorite. Anyone.
I'll show you some variety, right?
Cool.
This is one of their most popular ones. I know that because they've told me that. And what you do, it's called Train of Thought. And you see, the nice thing about it is, I've played this a lot, so I'm pretty good at it. And they start from the beginning and they get more and more difficult. And I'm at the most difficult level, right? But you don't start there. You build up and you can go back. Although I'm at that level, so that's why it's all open. It's locked until you get there. If I go to a simpler one, let's take that one. I haven't been back there in a long time. Okay, so it's timed. And the idea is the train comes out and you got to send the train to the matching color. Right, and this one is the easy one, so it's really easy. And you just change the track. You see, I'm clicking with my mouse to change the track. When I see the train come out, up, it's a red one, so I'm going to have to make it go to the red one. And I'll purposely not do this one so that you can see what happens if I goof. I'm sending the black one to the yellow, the blue, and then of course I'm not going to get credit for that, right? Now this is not a big deal because this is a very low thing. So, okay, leave and go back to the game. And now I'll show you where I'm actually playing, where I
But imagine you're going to be fast at this.
It's going to be, look, I want you to see the difference. I won't play
5 million trains at super hyper
No,
speed.
one train at a time, but look at
Warp
all
speed.
Look at all of them. And they come
Oh, boy.
faster, and the longer you play, the faster they come. So that
Oh,
one
and
has
there's
to go to the
mixed
red.
colors too.
That one has to go to the yellow.
And you got to time it so you don't have.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah, you don't have,
purposely.
you barely have enough time to switch the tracks.
Well, see, that's the point. And it gives you more credit in your score if you do it, you anticipate it. See, I missed that one. I didn't get the green one in the right place. Okay. The point here is when you look at the analysis, they give you credit for anticipating it as opposed to doing it at the last second. And it gives you a score. Right? Want to see a completely different kind of game?
Yeah.
This is a word game. It's another one of my favorites.
Is this a one-time purchase, or you have to monthly?
You don't purchase it. You subscribe, and there's a monthly fee.
Luminosity.
Pay it as much as you want.
But it's a monthly fee.
And I don't remember what it is because they just do it. It isn't much. Okay, so round one. The words are going to start with DI, and the idea is to make words. So
dill pickle.
no, that's not a word. Dill is a word. Okay.
Dictionary.
I is the word, and you see what's happening is I'm typing the words in.
Dictionary.
Time, dimmed, right?
Dictionary.
And you
Diamond.
Dictionary.
Dice.
You want small words so you can type them.
notice what's happening is they're filling up the spaces. And if you get 3 words in that number of letters, right, you get more points. And when it's over,
Dipshit.
I don't think dipshit is in there.
dip will be there.
No, dip's already
It has
taken.
to be, that has to be 1 word.
Yeah, but
And
she's already got a 3-letter word.
And it's timed, and of course it's putting the words that I put on there. And what it'll do is
Dictation.
if I fill the whole thing, it gives me bonus points for filling the whole thing. So, and then it gives me a score.
Nice.
Are there puzzles where you have to put pieces together?
No, I don't think there's that kind of puzzle, but there are games like this one I told you about. See, these are the ones that I put them in my favorite games, right? So that's why I'm reading it from there. This is Speed Pack. And what happens on Speed Pack, and this again is, I'm in a high level, and I'm not going to play it to the end because I don't want to ruin my score. But you see, if I put it there, it didn't overlap, right? If I put it there, it didn't overlap.
Oh, so you're trying to pack.
I'm packing without.
That's cool. I like that one.
Right? So if I go there, okay. But if I don't do that right, so let me do one not right. That was wrong because it overlapped. And then you have so much time and you do as many as you can in that time.
That's
and
cool.
you do a score. And if you want to see your scores, you know, you go to home and it has your scores. It says when I played, and then it has all my scores. And they separate the general knowledge from the math. Oh, let me show you. I'm much better at the general stuff than I am at the math.
Show me a couple more games I want to see.
What's that one that looks like a quilt there? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, this one is about being able to be flexible. They have a lot of flexible games and change your brain. So again, you could start with a simple one. Let me show you a simple one first so that you see what I'm doing. Okay. The idea is if the thing is tall, it's color. And if it's round, see that one is round, so that one is round. They happen to be the same color too. So that's also color.
Wait, are you putting them in the place or what are you doing?
I'm picking it up. I'm clicking on where I want it to go. So that one is yellow. If I put it here, because it's vertical, if it's vertical, it has to be by color and it doesn't match the red color. But if I put it there, it's right. Okay. And that one I can put. Now, here's one that's horizontal, which means I'm supposed to match it to something else that's horizontal. So if I put this one, that one is yellow, but that one is blue, and it's a color one, so I'm wrong. So what you have to do is switch quickly. And I do it in my head. I'll go.
And it makes them, you're trying to remove all of those?
Color, symbol, right?
So you're trying to make them go away.
Yeah, well, you're trying to fill it up. When you fill up everything, then it goes on to another harder one. Do you want to see a harder one?
Show me something else. I don't
the
care.
one. Well, that just shows you. You see, you start with the easy one, and where I'm up to now is here, and it tells you what you have. Now look, the same idea, right? Only now, okay. If I do that, I'm wrong because it's horizontal, so I need to match it to
that one. Oh, I point to the screen,
and I need to match that one to a symbol, but that one's color. That one is symbol. That one is symbol. That one is symbol. That one is also symbol, but that one is color. Mm-hmm. And so you have to, in your head, switch back and forth. And of course, it's timed. You have the same amount of time, and you get as far as you can. and it tells you how much time you have, and then it tells you your score based on where you are in the game, right? As you keep playing. This one is filling orders. You're at and each one tells you what you're doing. You're in a busy cafe and you're filling the orders. So let's again start with a simple one.
I'm going to say good night.
Night, Wendy.
Good night, Wendy.
Good night, Wendy. Good night.
So it's telling me what it wants. Oh, that person wants just that. That person wants those two, right? And then by the time you get to the advanced ones, you have huge amounts and it goes very fast. And you have more than one place to go.
What's the fish one?
This one is a memory test. And it's very
Good night, everyone.
Night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
You do a lot of you start with you're serving in the thing, and he comes and you see you don't first you have to ask what his name is. Well, I happen to know that his name is John. So he says, I remember my name, and I get points for that, right? And then he tells me what his order is. Up, and then James comes, and I have to type in James. Okay. And he's happy that I remember his name, and I won't remember the next name. Okay, so I have to remember he has a bagel. So I have to give him a bagel, and I forgot because he's doing the call. I wasn't paying attention. That was it. I give him the apple juice. Nope, that's not his. Right? He doesn't want the apple juice. And then people come and go. You keep playing. Okay, you keep going. People come and go. And then when you get to the end, okay, when you get very advanced, see, I've been playing these for years, so I've advanced to some of the higher levels. Okay, so
what you're really doing there is you're controlling robots that are serving people in China or something. It's a real thing.
Okay. And you see, I have to remember that his name is Romaine, and I type it in, and then I'll find out his order. And soon we'll have 4 people in there with different orders, and you have to give the right thing, and you get credit for what you do right. But then, but they're all different.
That's cool, but I just wonder how much it costs.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
It's a monthly. The thing I love about it, it's one monthly fee.
Yeah, but what is it? $1 or $15?
I don't remember. I gave them my
that's the
credit card,
difference.
and they just do it every month. It is not a lot because I don't even remember. Then you have they put a workout together for you so that you can do it, or you could just play the game separately. That's up to you. They also have tests. They also have insights, which can be very interesting. For example, here's one that you might like to see.
You can create a free account and have access to certain games.
Oh, that's cool. That's what I would try, and if I really like
the
it,
idea with this one, and I'm showing you the advanced one because you can tell, and I can turn that music down. You can turn the music off if you want. The idea is each of these animals has to go to its house. So that's the bird. The bird has to go to his house, and the cat has to go to his house, and he has to go to his house, right? And it shows you the path, right?
Oh, the car's picking him up?
The car's picking him up and then taking him to the house. And the idea is to pick the shortest path. And if you run out of spaces, see, it's telling me where it's going to go, not whether it's the best one. Okay, I'm going there. I try to
do
go
the
there.
animals ever fight?
No, all you're doing is giving them a place to
Yeah,
go.
but you can't like not pick up a cat and a dog because they will fight or something, or is it just it doesn't matter?
And you have more than one animal in the car.
You can have one animal, and you can have
You can
four.
have 4.
together.
It looks like 4.
But what the thing is about isn't the animals. What the thing is about is finding the shortest path
Right.
to get everybody to its place.
But that would definitely add complexity if certain animals didn't like others, and you
You could
You had
probably
to
suggest
plan that
that.
out.
Yeah, you can't put the fox and
fox with the
bird in
chicken.
the same. Yeah,
What's
that's a
the
different
fish
game.
one?
This one is just about getting there and picking them up. And of course, you can only fit 4. So you have to remember that if you have a 5th animal, you can't put it until you get rid of one of them, right?
Okay, let me see the fish.
Oh, I wonder if that's
That's
the one.
That one is really hard.
I like that these are all like no name kind of games. They're not like
They were all Lumosity games. They make their own.
it's like they made their own, yeah.
And you'll notice every game starts with a tutorial that works you through how to do it. This is about feeding fish, okay? And it tells you to tap the fish to feed it, all right? Now feed the fish you haven't fed yet. You feed that one, okay? Now I'm going to skip the tutorial and I'm going to go to the game, okay?
This
now
is a
I
good
have
one
to
for
feed
Karl.
the fish. I have to pick the fish that I want to feed. And they keep moving, so you have to remember where they went, okay?
When did they
Wait,
start
you can't-
eating each
'cause
other?
You can't feed them more than once?
You can't feed them more than one, and you can't skip one. That's a mistake.
That's not real fish. They'll eat everything in sight.
They will.
Does Jaws come along and eat all the fish?
Like any game, they just make it look like whatever. Then there's the math ones.
I don't know if
a lot of them are memory. There are a lot of memory
good
ones.
memory
Some of them I'm
ones
really
are fun.
bad at. There are a lot of games here, as you can tell. This is the one I was telling you about that I can't do. The engineers in the group, the mathematicians would love this one. The idea is, and I'm going to play the tutorial because I can't even tell you how it works because I can't do it. How to play. Okay. Okay. In this game, you have to figure out where the fuse goes. Well, of course, this is the tutorial. 1, 2, 3, 4. No problem. Submit. And it works. But it pretty soon gets to things that it's not just a numbers and sequence. It's the numbers increase by 2 and then 1 and then by 2 and then 1. You have to figure it out.
Different patterns and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a math thing. Okay. Then there's one. This one this is my favorite one for.
So $11.95 a month unless you pay for a whole year in advance, which works out to $5 a month, or 2 years in advance is $3.75 a month.
It's not much. As bad as that, I didn't remember. I knew it was.
A different definition of not
And
much.
that's it. You can play as much as you want for that money. Pirate Passage is
Or
really
$300 for a lifetime forever subscription.
this one. And again, you can see what I'm up to because they pick it out if you haven't done them. But the idea here is, let me find one that's easy. This is you, this is him. And the idea is to get to the X and never cross his path. So if I go like this and then say go, nope, I hit him, I'm wrong, right? So I have to go like this, like this, like this. And I got it. And it said that was a perfect pass because I did it in the fewest number of steps, which when you get to the higher levels, okay, I have to keep restarting because it keeps going back to where you were. At the higher, that one is easy because it's the way you begin, right? And you begin at whatever level, and if you don't do it, it sends you back to an earlier level. And if you try to play an earlier level when you're advanced, they say, why don't you play the more advanced level? The idea, of course, is to keep you going, but this is where I've been playing lately. And it's the same game, only now we have to not hit where he's going, and we have to not hit where he's going. So you have to figure out where to go. And I'd have to think to do it. So I'm just going to do it. So I'm going like that, and I didn't do it. So it says no. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it badly again.
It might work.
Maybe it will, because I'm just splitting it. Nope. Again.
Yeah, I
and
see.
once you,
That's
when
pretty
you
cool.
see that, it says show, and it shows you what the answer was. Some of the math one of the math ones, they always give it a story. This is the one I was telling you about with the.
I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Ben.
Good night.
Right.
Yep, me too. See you.
Bye, Carl.
Good night.
Penguin Pursuit.
You're still recording.
I know.
Penguin Pursuit. You.
Gail's making a big commercial for this company now with this recording.
Well, I
Everybody's
love
gonna
it.
watch it.
I
Everybody's gonna
mean-
buy it.
And you'll see that skeptics tend to not like it because they had this lawsuit.
Oh, because they made claims about.
They made claims you're going to not have Alzheimer's if you play these games. It's not true. And it was
Right.
an overblown claim. But there's nothing wrong with their games. You just can't believe the claim. And
Right.
they do research and they do try.
You said do.
I am not convinced. What I am not convinced about with the people who don't like it is it's absolutely true it's not going to stop Alzheimer's. It's absolutely true that playing games doesn't necessarily transfer to other things. People who do crossword puzzles all the time aren't necessarily good at other word games, right? And that's definitely true in these games. If I don't play for months at a time, which happens to me sometimes, and then I start, in the beginning I don't do well. And then I remember the game and my gets start getting better and better and better.
It seems like it would help you with technology too. Just, learning how.
Oh yeah.
Buttons to push that would.
And some
this would be
people
good for
really
somebody
enjoy
who-
puzzles, but they don't enjoy the pressure of the speed time limit that goes along.
Right. Well, so
And
these are
that's
timed.
one of the things that I love about this is some of these games are timed and some of them are not.
Yeah, they have a variety, enough variety of games where you'll find something you'll like.
Exactly.
The big problem
Or
I have
several.
is I refuse to pay when there's so much stuff for free.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting to find the free stuff. I've got a couple card game ones, like solitaire ones that are free that I can play that are on
Well,
my
the
desktop.
people who create them deserve something for their work, right?
Well, you can turn your computer into like a laptop, a cell phone simulator and play all the ones you play on your cell phone.
Well, they've got those
Oh,
ones.
these I can play on my cell phone.
Well,
Yeah, I
Not
know.
only can I play it on my cell phone, but when I did it, because I usually do it on the computer, it gave me a separate scoring system because it recognized I was using it differently. Because you have to do some of the things are different when you're playing. You're not moving a mouse, you're moving your fingers.
Right.
And it gave me separate scores when I'm on the phone. This one is kind of cute. And I'm terrible at this. This is the ultimate in just time. It's pick the highest prize. Okay, this is easy. All right, this one is easy. Okay. All right, that's easy. Keep going until I get to hard. All right. Nope, I picked a low one. I picked a high one.
And you just have to do it really fast.
And in the beginning, it's very easy, right? Okay. But then it starts getting really hard if I do play well enough to get to really hard. Hard to do that with everybody watching. And I'm not good at this anyway.
So this is a speed one.
This is absolutely speed. The whole thing is speed. And then it starts giving you things like ×3, right? And you have to do it fast. And do it that. ×10. I was ×10. It was still the lowest pick. And then it tells you what prize you won.
Bordeaux wine.
And when it tells you how prize you won, it also tells you this is your score. This was the top pick. This was the good pick, which was the second best pick. And I picked 20, but the rest of them were low picks. And that's the point. I think the thing I like about this, other than that I can do it all I want and I don't have to worry about how much I'm spending, when I play on my phone, like you said, I've looked at it and said, I spend how much? I'm only spending $2 and $3 at a time, but I'm playing for so long, it starts to really add up.
Right,
over
it does.
This one, I know I can play as much as I want, and the price never changes. And they're all different. And this one is a race, and the whole thing, I'm very bad at this one too. Some of them are speed. One of the things I've noticed is a lot of them are about concentration. And I don't think that things that you do here transfer to other things you do. But I do think I will discover in the middle of a game that I'm doing based on speed, I will think, stop thinking about that, concentrate, right? I'm forcing myself and I'm practicing concentrating because that's when I start losing it, right? So this one is a race. and it tells you how to play. You just use the keyboard and you push it to the right or the left.
To avoid stuff.
It tells you about the things coming up, and you have to avoid as many things as you can. And it's all about speed, and I'm not good at
Is
speed.
this a game we used to play when we were like first?
I'm losing points every time I hit something.
My kids had a little plastic screen with a scrolling piece of paper that looked like that.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong?
It was a steering wheel with a plastic car attached to it, and then had a roadway driven on a piece of paper that rolled across. It was a mechanical thing. It was kind of cool.
Is there any
You wound
games
it up.
like is it possible to play like Tetris or Brick Out or any of those games we used to play when we were kids that you can get for free?
If
Or
you find them, let me know, because I used to do those.
I loved those games. I like those kinds of things. I mean, you see them advertised and they're really fancy now, but I'm sure they're uber expensive once you get into you can't pass a layer because they show you the best ones. And then, the tutorials will say, here's a fun game. It'll look really fun. And
Play
then
Tetris for free right here, Tetris.com.
Here's one that this is the simpler memory one. Practicing memory is a great thing. They show you that, it disappears, and you have to click where they were for memory. Okay?
It was below that one.
And to make it even harder, they have one and pinball, it took me forever to figure out how to play this one. And now that I know, I like it better. It's the same idea, but you have to know where the balls go and remember because they take it away from you. So where's pinball? And some of them are really easy. Like Robot Factory is really easy, but it isn't. It's deceptively easy. You want to do something just to relax? The idea is you're building a robot, okay? Let me skip the tutorial. All right, you're building robots, and the idea is to build as many robots as you can. And this thing, okay, that's the part that's there. That's the part that's there. And I click on it, and I'm not doing it right. But anyway, you click on it, and if it's the part that you don't need, it tells you you don't need it, and you have to not click. And that's hard because you're ready to click. There's the part. Oh, you're not supposed to have clicked on that because you're going fast, right? There's so many.
With this, I would buy it for a month, play the shit out of it, and then quit.
But Susan, here's the deal. You said you didn't want any ads. The deal is somebody's got to get paid for this. So if you're going to do free, there's likely going to be ads. Just ignore the
ads
ads
on the side, but not the kind that make you freeze. Like
and watch a video.
Yeah, and watch videos all the time.
Yeah,
oh my God.
that's the drawback of freedom, of free rather.
Yes, well, and they're never going to be as good. Pinball.
Well, I wouldn't mind playing a game that you paid for, but if you just you play it and you go, okay, this is a good game, I really like it, and you just pay, kind of like what she's doing right now. If you know that you're going to like all these games, I could see paying something.
But I don't like all these games. I know the games. That's why I have that favorites one, because there's so many, and they make new ones. There's a bunch that they're trying out new ones, and they ask you to play if you want it for free. You never get charged again. I have never paid after I paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just take it out of my credit card once a year, and that's it.
So what is it you're playing now?
This one is one that I'm really, really had fun with. It's called Pinball Recall. You tell it. Okay, I wasn't watching. Let me watch it. It's this, and this. Now, where was it? It hits to here, to here, to here. I don't remember. I wasn't watching. Nope, I had it in the wrong direction. So it's a memory game, but it's also a puzzle, right? You have to remember this one's this way, this one's that. Okay, this one goes to here. Oh, it's just going to go like that. It's never going to hit those. All right, so it tells you that that's where they are. Up, that's where it is. Now, was that one here?
Yeah.
This way? Was it that? I don't remember. Yeah, it was. Of course, it was the other direction. It would have been the other side. And of course, again, when you get to the upper levels, you have to remember a lot of them. because you don't have those things while you're doing it. I understand what you're saying about you play it whenever you want. I have so many games here that I'm never going to run out.
Okay, let me screen share because I want to ask some questions. Like, Karen was just saying, like, there's Tetris.com play free and all that. So you look at these kinds of things, and it's just got all these. I'm worried about downloading these kinds of things because I know that. I mean,
well, like Karen says, the people who create these have to make money somewhere.
Right, but this looks fishy. Is this an actual game?
Well, and it's the Tetris website, but you can also click play now.
Where do you see that?
Up, up, up. Nope. Play it online.
Let's see
just play it online. Don't download it.
Where is it? This?
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right.
That's what I'm worried about is that
You were right. I was wrong.
Where's the games that you can actually play?
What about Tetris Gems to the right?
This?
Yeah.
There's an ad. A lot of these are like they have these look, what is it called? Fakey to me.
Yeah, it's a fake window to get you to download or install something.
Yeah, that's what worries me. So is there like a legit place that you can?
That's why you
pay for it.
Yeah, well, I'd like to know I could like it before I pay for it. Like
what you're saying makes sense though, Susan, because they got it. The people who create this stuff aren't putting it on there without making money somewhere. So when you see an ad, and of course I see an awful lot of ads when I start playing on my phone, the ad says absolutely free, doesn't require Wi-Fi, and you don't have to pay for it.
Well, like
it's not true, because once you start to play it, you realize there is no way the game is designed so there's no way you can win unless you buy the bonus thing.
Right, but like this game right here, I've had this for years. This is absolutely free, and there's no.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you
because you had it for years before they started making all these things.
No, I mean
Well, doesn't your computer come with some games built into it? You got Solitaire and Minesweeper and all those kind of games.
No, does it? Where?
Free Cell. Free Cell. That's another one. Free Cell.
Where is it?
Good. Just search for it. You go in your search bar and search for it.
They're the very simple original games, like just playing Solitaire. You can always get those for free, but they're very simple games.
But if you go to Steam and you just download Steam, there's thousands of games.
Okay,
and
I tried that.
Many are free. Simple games are free, but more sophisticated games, which I prefer. Some like Room or The House of Da Vinci, which is beautiful. It's like 99 cents.
Okay, so look, which one is it?
Let's see. Where's Steam?
99 cents for how many plays?
Go
this one, steampowered.com.
Yeah, just click on that. Okay.
So which one?
Yeah, I joined. So you can sign up for Steam. I joined.
Where is it? So you install Steam?
Yeah. See, then you install it. So when you're ready, you install. What it'll do is it'll make a library on your computer of whatever games you purchase. Some games are free. Some only cost 99 cents. Some are $60 or $70. It depends how sophisticated. But you install Steam, then you get a library and you just go through whatever games, and they'll charge to your credit card. You put in your credit card, they have it on file, and whatever games you play.
I don't see it. Where is it?
Well, once you install it,
I did. Didn't I click it?
Yeah, so you install Steam.
I just did. Where is it?
It has to set up. Are you on a computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see the install on my computer desktop anywhere.
Probably
I'll
your
go and see on
downloads.
top. It
There's
says
a little
install
icon at the
game.
top that is
On top,
downloaded.
yeah.
What? I already
Yeah.
clicked that.
No, on your address bar, go to your and then go to the right, and then keep going to the there. No, the other one. And there are your
There.
downloads. Yeah, and then you can
Steam
open that
setup.
file.
Double click on that.
Okay, it's setting up. Hold on.
I also pasted a link where you can play like all games from
Where'd you put that link? Is it in
on the
chat?
chat. Yeah.
Oh,
If you want
classic
to play
games.
like classic
Ooh,
games.
brick classic free online. I like those kinds of games. Those were always fun.
They have the Oregon Trail. I don't know if you ever played the Oregon Trail.
No, but I've heard of it. Okay, so now here, okay, I'm here. Now what?
What is that?
Oregon Trail, it's one of those games. Okay, so now I have to make an account for Steam.
Oh no, that's not Steam, is it? I've never seen that before.
And you might have it on a different screen.
Yeah, I'm signing in, right? Sign in with an account name or sign in with a QR code. Hold on a second.
Second now, is that Steam? That doesn't look like Steam at all.
Do you want to keep recording all this?
I guess probably not. Let me hit and record.